1, 2, 3 with a lag, and we're here. It's Fun Day Monday. That's right, Enamor Amy. It's Fun Day Monday. And you are here on Mother Tucker's YouTube channel with myself, the one, the only, my co-host, Garden Guy Bill, and our guest tonight, the very lovely Sherry from Time for Treasure. Hello, Sherry.
Hello.
And before we get going, we just want everybody to know that we are reconfiguring how we do guests on Monday night. So sometimes you may see, a trio. Sometimes you might see a quad. Sometimes you might have seen groups of us all together. We're just tossing it all up in the air and doing some consistency and some inconsistency. So you just have to make sure you're following all of us. And we're also soon going to be putting out a monthly schedule, so you'll know who's coming up. Hopefully have that out by February. So hopefully that helps with everything. But before we get going, does our guest want to introduce themselves? And does Bill want to introduce himself?
Go ahead, Sherry.
I'm Sherry, Time for Treasure. I'm happy to be here. I feel like I know so many people on different platforms under different names. So if I don't know your name, but I know you, I'm sorry, because I get mixed up sometimes over here on the YouTube with different names. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Do you want my spiel, like I'm shipping from Philadelphia?
Sure, go ahead. Give them the whole spiel. Let's do all that right away first.
We forgot it last week.
We did.
Shipping from Philadelphia, so East Coast. I do use pirate ship to get you a good rate. That's it, right? Except PayPal. That isn't everyone on YouTube does PayPal, and I think that's it, right?
When are you going to invoice?
Oh my God. You guys, I took a month off from live sales. I had my first live sale and whatnot last week after a month off. I was like, I had never done one before. I was like, I just forgot. I forgot. I will be invoicing tomorrow.
All right. How about you, Bill?
All right. So Bill, Garden Guy Bill. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all here. Thanks for joining. I ship from Northern New Jersey, and many of you know I also offer local pickup at the shop. I am fine with open boxes. I have 2 more sales over on Instagram this week. So if you win something tonight and you want me to keep your box open, just shoot me a quick email. That's absolutely fine. Our emails are below us right now. If you are new to us, you may want to take a screenshot right now so that you have them just in case you end up bidding. I will be invoicing at the latest tomorrow morning. So again, if you want an open box, just let me know. If you want local pickup, just let me know. I use PayPal only for invoicing per my accountant now.
Okay.
and I use pirate ship to get the rates.
They are so difficult, those accountants sometimes, aren't they?
I'm glad he's keeping me on
I'm
top.
kidding. If you're an accountant, they're very helpful. We'd be lost without you.
I'm Jason from Mother Tucker's Antiques. I will be invoicing on Saturday. That's what I do. I start my sale on Monday. I have one on Wednesday, and then I have one on Thursday. I do that so that I can combine, multiple orders if you guys buy multiple items from me. So you won't see an invoice from me until probably late on Saturday because I do package everything. I, of course, use PayPal to invoice. I use pirate ship to get you guys the cheapest rates possible. In the event you guys need something on the fast track, like you buy tonight and you need it, you'll just have to, in that email, once you email me, let me know that you don't want that open box until Saturday, and we'll invoice and package it and get it out to you as soon as possible. I also do offer free pickup. I do own a brick and mortar in the central Pennsylvania area. It's about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. We're near Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Some folks call it Lancaster, but it's Lancaster if you're from around here. So I'm near Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
What do they say?
Some folks say Lancaster. They emphasize on the caster part. Around here, they'll correct you and say it's Lancaster. So it's not Lancaster.
As Jason knows, my mom grew up in Lancaster. That's the only way I've ever called it.
No. And also, if they're from California, there's a Lancaster, California, and they do emphasize the caster part. So it's just where you're from. So, but if you want to not pay shipping and pick it up at my store, we can make those arrangements as well. So let me scroll up here. While I scroll up, Bill, if you can, I'm going to put it out there. We need an official bid ender. So hopefully somebody that's a mod on the channel that is willing to hang out with us tonight while I say our hellos to all our friends that are waiting on us. We have 72 of you here. If somebody wants to bid end, and then if we can have a backup for the bid ender in case they want to bid, that'd be great. So, Bill, guess who was here first? The one, the only, the lovely Tumbleweed, your fan club. The Garden Guy Bill.
I'm not
Hey.
surprised, and I'm not surprised that Deanna already volunteered to be our bid ender.
All right, so we got Northwest Sunshine. I'm writing that down. Thank
And
you
Karen
so
Gillette's
much.
our backup.
Thank you, Karen. I'm writing that down real quick because I don't want to mess any of that up. Number 2 was the one, the only Mixed Mom. I'm telling you, Bill's fan club was in the house. So, okay, everybody, that's who you're racing toward, the very lovely Northwest Sunshine, sending her sunshine from the upper Northwest United States to us all over the lower 48. Boy, I kind of sound like a DJ there for a minute. So she's going to be our official bid ender tonight. You know her, you love her, you know that orange little winking kitty, the very lovely Enamor Amy. And Amy, thank you for the shout out again for our sale. Gang, always remember Mondays before we come on at 8 p.m. Eastern, at 4 p.m. Eastern, except for next week, we are vintage with Enamor Amy and the lovely Sarah, the traveling button. They always do a chat and a live sale, and they're also going to start having surprise guests. So Fun Day Mondays where you want to be with them, and then you come over and hang out with us. So we got the very lovely Linda here with us. As always, the queen of small business, Karen Williams. Thank you always for your support. Karen Gillette, thank you always for your support. Very lovely Karen Lord is here with us. Hello, Karen Lord.
All the Karens.
All the Karens are with us. Hello, Mom. I love you. Thank you for your support always. And they all still want to have lunch with you, Mom. So we got to make that happen. They could probably make that happen this Saturday, maybe. There's Shannon. Hello, Shannon. Hello, hello, hello. There's another Linda here in the house with us. Hello, Linda. Aloha from Hawaii. Can we just take a moment and pretend that we hear Freddie Fines when she goes live on Whatnot and you hear the soothing? Let's just take a moment and hear that water hit the beach. Oh, it's beautiful. We love you. We love you. Hello, aloha from Hawaii. Hello, Marie. Hello, Marie. I see Brenda's with us. Hello, Brenda. We got Pam here with us. Hello, Pam. The lovely Carol is with us. We Bid Vintage. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, gang, we're going to have some shenanigans. Very simply, Shenanigans is here with us. Hello, hello, hello. We have Diane here with us. Hey, Diane. We got the very lovely Wanda here with us. Hey, Wanda. Lila. Hello, hello, Lila. Mr. Grady or Mrs. Grady or Grady. Hello, how are you? We got Dawn here with us, a little dungaree. Let's see who else is in here. We got Shannon. I think I said hello, but I'm not sure. Jennifer Junebug. Hello, hello, hello. Keep scrolling here. If you guys are lurking or hanging out, please throw a hello in the chat. And I think I'm getting down here toward the end because I'm seeing a lot of repeat names on and on
Bridget.
and on and on. Bridget. Oh, wait, I did miss Bridget. There's Bridget. Hello, Bridget. All right, everybody. I see Shannon. Hello, Bridget, to Shannon. And then there's everybody. So now we said hello to everybody. We're going to go over how a live sale works. So Mr. Garden Guy Bill has volunteered freely to explain to us. If you're new or you want a refresher on how a live sale works, he is definitely going to tell us right now.
Okay, well, welcome again, everyone. So we have 11 rounds, a nice odd number tonight, of awesome vintage for you. If you are interested in anything that any of us are bringing, you can put a bid once we start describing the item in the chat in $1 increments. And try not to use dollar signs. Sometimes those are problematic. So we will give you a start price right when we show the bid or right when we show the item, and Jason will pin it at the bottom. At that point, you can start bidding while we're describing the item, telling you what we know about it. Maybe people in the chat will know some things about it, and we would love for you to add your knowledge in the chat. We'll tell you about any condition issues, and then at a given point, we'll announce that we'll start a countdown. And during that countdown is the last opportunity for you to put bids in. At the end of the countdown, when we say bid end, Deanna Northwest Sunshine is going to give us a bid end, and the highest bid before that bid end that we see on our end, it may be different on your end, but that we see on our end, will win that item. We also do an option called Just in Case. Now, Just in Case is an opportunity for active bidders, people who have bid before the countdown began, to type in the maximum amount they would like to bid, just in case that's something you really, really want. And you can put that just in case bid in during the countdown. And if at the end of the countdown you have the highest just in case, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case, and the item will be yours. Now, be careful when you're putting in it just in case, because you actually might end up paying that amount that you put in there. But it just is an opportunity. If it's something that you really love and you really need, it's going to complete your collection, something you've been looking for a long time. It's just a better opportunity for you to grab that item. But again, we ask that you be active bidders beforehand. On the screen right now, you can see our email addresses, and it's a good opportunity for you to take a screenshot in case we haven't worked with you before. If you are new to any of us, we will need you to email us with 4 pieces of information that you see on the screen right now. Again, you could take a screenshot if you'd like. We need your YouTube screen name and your real name. We need both just to verify the people that we are billing when we are in PayPal. We need your shipping address, and we need your PayPal email address. You do not need to be someone who's already bid to email us. If you're new to us and you would like to pre-register, go ahead and send us all an email right now, and then you don't have to worry about it when you want an item. We'd be happy to add you to our database. The other thing I would say is please make sure that you are in live chat and not top chat. You won't see all the comments in top chat. So it's best for you to be in live chat, and you can toggle through that up at the top of your, right below our pictures, right below the video. And also it's helpful to refresh often. And if you have a slower internet speed or a slower device, that means you completely close YouTube out and you come back in. That should bring you to the point at which we are at. So I think that's everything.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Thank you so much, Bill, for covering it all. And I think we're about ready to get started. We'll go Sherry, and then we'll go Bill, and then I'll round us out, and we'll go on and on and on. So, all right, let's get us reconfigured here. How much is your first item, Sherry?
I am starting this pair of candle holders at 15.
Gotcha.
I was pretty excited when I found them, but I don't know a ton about them. But they are pewter. I don't know how old they are, but there's 2 of them. I'm just going to hold one up. But they are artist made and they are signed. I couldn't find anything. There's a stamp, May Pewter, and then it's G.L. May is the person who made them. So I could not find anything on them. So I can't tell you the age, but I can tell you, I love metal and I love pewter. There's a warmth and a softness to it. And I don't collect lucite candles, but these almost make me wish I did, because I feel like this mid-century design is like the perfect candle holder for lucite. Like I
agree, Sherry.
You could put regular ones in here, but you put it, and then we've spent so long talking about holiday decor, but we do have other months of the year. And I feel like any color, it's a neutral silver, any kind of a I'm calling it mid-century, even though I don't know exactly when they were made, but I do vintage and handmade, so sometimes it doesn't matter exactly the age when I know it had an artist's hand to make them. But you put a lucite in here and it just seems like they're made for it, and they kind of would blend in with any decor. That's why I like the mid-century a lot of times. The clean lines will kind of go with anything.
Do they have any names on them, Sherry, on the bottom?
Yeah, it's stamped. I should show you. I'm sorry. They have the stamp, May Pewter, okay. And then right here, they both of them are signed G.L. May. So they etched that in.
They are gorgeous. They are gorgeous.
I love pewter. I don't rarely see it in such beautiful forms. It tends to be a little different style when I see pewter, but I still love pewter. I feel like it has a real warmth to it, even though it's a metal, and it just kind of adds a lot to your displays. Put them in your table. But yeah, I was like, I might have to start, if nobody buys these tonight, I might have to start collecting lucite candles just to put them in there. But then I'll be mad, because if I start collecting them, all the ones I've sold, I'll be annoyed.
You could have a different set for each month. I love that.
Right? Because they have so many pretty colors.
Yeah. Blue, then pink, then green.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a beautiful, simple. And then the thing is, if you do not like simple, you can fill lots around your simpleness, right?
It does look like a tricorn hat, almost like a pirate hat too. Yeah, pretty neat. Yeah. I even put some M&Ms there in the bottom of them while the candle's sitting in there.
Especially lucite. If you put a real candle, it's gonna drip into it, right? Yeah, pewter with tarnished silver plate. Absolutely. Yeah, I think I like metal mixed in anyway. I like wood. I obviously like ceramics if you know me, and pottery, but I feel like pewter has a warmth that other metals don't have. Like I like stainless steel, but it's a little colder maybe.
I'm still here, gang. I'll be right there. Keep going.
Like,
Oh,
it's like
those would look good if you had a stainless steel kitchen. Those would look good.
yeah. Yeah, and actually they're very shiny. I mean, they have a few, scratches from the years, but they're very shiny for pewter, I think.
Yeah, Bridget says she has a stainless steel wall.
What?
That's pretty cool.
You need these, Bridget. I'm going to start a countdown. I just was like, I get confused when you disappear.
No, sorry about that.
I was like, Jason, I just always get panicked at the beginning that there's like a tech problem.
No, you're fine. I was doing some last minute things, but I'm back. I'm good to go.
You're allowed. So I will start a countdown, and we are starting from
15. Let's start with 15.
Yeah.
15. So we're looking for 16 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
So right now we're looking for a bid end from Karen Gillette because Deanna stepped away.
Gotcha.
Bill, you're good. You're on it.
I wrangle 40 college students in a classroom. I got to be on it.
What's a YouTube sale? You know what? Honestly, like one of the things I love about reselling is finding the right home for things, and like knowing, Bridget, that you have a stainless steel wall. Like I just feel like it makes me so happy. So thank you. Congratulations. They're coming to you for 15.
All right. Congratulations.
I'm also going to start at 15, Jason. And knowing that Sherry was going to be with us tonight, I had to bring pottery because that's a love that Sherry and I share. And one of Sherry's, I think, favorite pottery companies, because she brings it a lot, is Shawnee. So I have a couple of Shawnee pieces tonight. And the first one I have for your consideration at 15 is this beautiful cobalt blue embossed vase. So this is actually, Shawnee calls this their embossed vase. And it comes in two colors that I know of. It comes in this cobalt blue, and it comes in a rusty red color, which is also quite beautiful. It's 8.5 inches tall, and it is marked USA on the bottom, but it is a Shawnee piece. And I have seen it labeled as the laurel leaf vase. They look like laurel leaves to me, but it almost looks like a bit of a flower up here at the top. So I don't really know. No chips or cracks, just beautiful. I filled it with water because it is the Shawnee pieces, first of all, if you don't know, are sturdy, nice, heavy pieces of pottery. It is glazed on the inside, so it is safe to actually put flowers in. It does hold the water. We don't see any. I think yummy blue is a good description for this color. And the color seems to be coming good this week. Last week I had trouble with the colors, but this week the color looks good. But this is the same pattern on the front and the back. Last week you may have remembered that I showed a piece of Roseville, and Roseville usually does one pattern on the front with a slight variation on the back. Shawnee usually doesn't. So the same pattern on the front and the back. But one of the nice things, if you are someone who loves to grab some flowers at the grocery store or from your own garden just to have in your house every week, one of the nice things about this vase is that it is fluted on either side. So it just allows a much more robust display of the flowers than something that has an opening that's a little more restrictive. The other great thing about flower arranging, because I think about this stuff a lot, it's large at the top and small at the bottom, which means all your flowers are going to stay in place because they're all going to be bunched up together at the bottom. So just a really nice piece of pottery. Again, I don't know if I said no chips or cracks. Shawnee's old pottery. This is likely from the 40s or early 50s. It's been around the block and it's in great condition. You can always see Shawnee never glazes the outside part of their pottery. And you can always tell how used a piece was or how well taken care of it was. This looks like one that was really well taken care of. a lot of people are interested in learning about pottery. So if the winner wants to actually have a photocopy of the page from the catalog where this is, just so you can, I like sticking that information in here so that you have it for the future. Just let me know in a DM and I will photocopy the page that actually authenticates this as a Shawnee piece. I think I'm going to try to start offering that with the pottery from now on, because it can be really difficult to identify pottery. Did I just freeze there for a minute?
Nope.
I did. Okay.
Nope.
All right. We have 11 rounds, everyone, tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you for everyone who is bidding. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, this almost cobalt blue. It's not. It is not an easy color to find in a lot of pottery. I think that, and Sherry would know better than me, I think this is a harder color to achieve with, especially back in the 30s and 40s with the available minerals.
Yep.
All right, so there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Pam. So before the bid end, Becky had the highest bid at 25. So Becky, this is yours. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Becky. That's a great piece of pottery. Gorgeous. All right, gang. So we had mid-century pewter, then we had pottery. So Mother Tucker's is going to cover some kitsch, and we're going to start with some shakers. It's going to be $10 choice.
Wait, shakers that are kitschy.
Yeah.
Jason bringing shakers?
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine that? And these actually came from our personal collection. So $10 choice. We had these for a few years, but now we're passing them on. So this is your first set, these cute fish. So they're both blue fish salt and pepper shakers. This one has the 2 holes. This one has the 3 hole. You can see the cute little like detailing on them. So, you know, these are ceramic. They say that they're made in Japan, stamped right there. They both have their stoppers. I know, it's very shocking. So there you can see there's no damage, you know, maybe just a little slip to the glaze right there because these were made very crudely, but those are not chips on that. And these measure just about 2 by 2.5. So 2 by 2.5. So if you guys have a mermaid bathroom, these would look great in your mermaid bathroom. They would look great with your mermaids. I don't know that they would sit all well like this, but if you were going to prop them, you could sit them like this if you want. But I think they were meant to sit like that. So that's your first little choice of the cute little blue kitschy fish shakers. This is your second set, and I think these are so cute. They have these cute little eyelashes painted on them. This one is your little pepper. There's too much of a glare on there. These are your cute little pepper ones. These do not have stoppers, and I'm not sure if these are hobbyist, but if they are hobbyists, they did a really, really good job with painting the eyelashes on there. I know it's a little bit of a glare, so you can see the eyelashes. That's your little pepper right there. And one of these, yeah, it's this one right here. This has a little boober right here. I don't know if it's in the manufacturing or if it's a little chip. So you can see right there, but it's all intact. So it's not like it was glued in there. And then it seems to be there's a little paint missing right here around the 1 hole. So these are your second set to choose from. And these measure about 2 3/4 by about 2.5. So just $10 choice on the cute kitschy fishy salt and pepper shakers. I'm trying to go with a beach theme, think summertime, stuff like that. I love
Jason, you have 2 seasons. This is what I have learned about you. Christmas and the beach.
Yes, that's it.
and mermaid.
Yes.
So that's part of the beach, right?
Yes. So I'm trying to get us all to think about warmer days, whether we go up to the mountains or if we head down to the shore. But I thought nonetheless, you know, a lot of us collect fish or mermaids, or we just love cute little kitschy things. So I thought for $10 choice, these are your 2 again. I have 2 of these. They are salt and pepper. This one is your salt. This one is your 2 holes. And the other one is 3 holes in very good condition. But if there's no interest on these little guys, that's all right. We can bring them back during the recap, but it was just $10 choice. And they're both roughly under 3 inches. They're both right around that 2.5 to 3 inches, you can see. So, all right, we'll bring these back during the recap. All right, Sherry, how much is your next item?
I am starting this at 20.
Gotcha.
I have a little Valentine's today. Not all Valentine's today, but yeah, it's like Christmas. Now we go to Valentine's. This is a big book. It is 10 and a half inches by 16 inches. It has a little bit of wear here. It's a rip, but these are perforated. So I kind of like it because this means it's not perfect. So you have permission to take this and display it, or you can have, it says there's 156 pieces. I mean, it's not all Valentine's, but it is all, other than this, it's by Clio, made in USA. It is all these cutesy, I'm going to guess kind of 80s-ish. That's what it looks like to me. Valentine's. There's just so many. You could display it like this, or you could, most of them are perforated. I'll show you where it's not perforated. So many cute ones.
A full book of them. I can't believe you have a full book of them, Sherry.
So good.
I know. Like, I mean, you could probably pop these out, you know, and then in the middle, it goes to just paper. Okay. But no writing. These are meant to be cut, not perforated. Well, I'm showing you the whole book, but it's not too long. This paper is amazing. And this book is held together with 3 staples. So you also could just take apart the staples and just even display some of this paper. I mean, so cute. Like I said, the cover has that tear, but the insides are so clean. So now we're back to paper. That's why they say 156, but it's not all. And then we've got some sort of like more as a game. I you know, little finger puppets. And these are back to the perforated. Whoop. Really perforated. This one. Thank you for me. And then the back cover has little paper dolls. So it's like, if you want to start, you could display it like, other than this, it doesn't bother me much. You could display it as is, have it open. Or if you're just starting to collect like the vintage Valentines, these are more newer for vintage, but they're still vintage. And it can really just do a whole display. If you did take them out, that's on you, not me. But, you know, if you took them out, you have the whole, you would have a whole display with a similar color palette of that really bright, cheerful, kind of fun when you're in the dreary. This, to me, I mean, I know, like if you live in Hawaii, Sharon, maybe not. But for us in the Northeast, it's a dreary time of year. And sometimes that's why I think people like decorating for Valentine's Day, because, I mean, how cute, right? You put something like that out. This is paper, but just to have that, have your little Valentine figurines in front of it, really makes the whole display. And then it's just cheerful, right?
I added a pencil tree to my tree collection this year, and I've been thinking about leaving it up and decorating it for each holiday this year. And I need something like this because I would color photocopy these and make ornaments for that tree out of these.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun.
I know. I saw John Everyday Holiday Display. He did that at Christmas with Christmas cards. And I thought, that's what I should do with all my Valentines, is just not take my tree down. Yeah. Marie, I see you at 20. I appreciate it. I will move us along. So we're looking for 21 or more Valentine Playbook. It was $1 originally. Nice. We need a time machine. Looking for 21 or more, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I should say, I said at the beginning that I'm invoicing tomorrow. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I just started doing weekly Wednesday static sales, which means it's on the page. It's not a live sale. So you can also just either email me, or if you're on Instagram, DM me. If you want me to wait until Thursday to invoice you because you might want something in my Wednesday drop, I should have said I'm fine with that. Marie kind of reminded me of that.
All right. So Marie, it's yours for 20.
Okay. Thanks, Marie.
All right, Bill. How much, sir?
I have a $15 for choice round, Jason, and it might surprise some of you, but I have some planters, and they're kitschy. The first one I have is this amazing puppy planter. It is a nice, solid planter. No chips or cracks. Adorable little face. A couple sellers online listed this as Shawnee, but I don't believe it is. I have a feeling it's American bisque based on the bottom, but I'm not sure. I wasn't able to fully identify it. But this puppy, which is actually a substantial planter with a nice big planting hole, is pretty great. And I love this mid-century paint job on it with the pink and the black. I think just so cute. Again, a face that's hard to say no to. If Sherry was presented with this face, this dog would get everything that they wanted and more. But really fun, really fun. So this pink and black puppy planter is the first choice. Let me just tell you, it is 6 inches tall, 7.5 inches from side to side. Thank you, Brooke. I had a feeling it was American bisque as well.
Jamie.
These bottoms typically, when they look like that, they typically are American bisque.
Yeah.
And the next one is a kitschy, cute wall pocket planter. So it is a wall pocket. It has been used as a planter. As you can see, there is staining on the inside. But when you are looking at this darling from the front, it looks almost brand new. There is quite a bit of crazing on this planter, so that's something for you to know about. But there are no chips or cracks. And again, it does have the holes for a wall pocket, so you could run a ribbon through there, hang it on the wall. But I also like these that have the flat backs because you can even display it on a surface and put it up against the wall, and it lays flat. But this kitty is just so adorable with his or her green bow tie with these eyes, green eyes looking up at the ceiling, just so darling. Again, it is larger than a lot of the wall pockets that we see. This ceramic wall pocket is 4.5 inches from top to bottom and across. It's almost a perfect square. So 2 planters. I do not know a manufacturer on this, but I would say it is fully glazed, so there would be no paint loss on it. And then, of course, this what we believe to be an American bisque, pink and black puppy planter, which is this is a solid planter. This is a nice solid planter. So those are the 2 choices.
Both of these are super unique. I don't think you're going to see these come to a live sale again anytime soon.
Well, this puppy is a good example of, I've been collecting planters for a long, long time. This one is new to me. And I don't think, even though it's American bisque, I don't think we're looking at something that is before the 1940s because of the color. So it could be 1940s or 1950s, but American bisque has been known they started making planters in the 20s and 30s. So I think this is one of their later pieces, but it's still really, really old. And then this one, who knows what Japan ceramic company made this guy. Definitely looks like someone was trying to mimic the Holt Howard and the PY sort of look. I'm not saying it's either of those companies. In fact, based on the bottom, I know it's not either of those companies, but it's in that style. So again, if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get your bid in because I am going to start the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And again, this is for choice on the kitty wall pocket, or the puppy planter.
Hello, Chapter 2. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Thank you, guys. I did see Jamie popped in too. Hello, guys.
Welcome, everyone. All right, so there's Deanna's bid end. So Nathan had a bid of 18, and then Wanda came in with a just in case of 26. So Wanda, you have first choice at 19. So let me know which one you would like. I have no idea which one you might want. I honestly have no idea.
Oh, come on, Bill. I think you do.
Wouldn't that be fun if she was like the dog?
Yeah, I thought so. So Wanda is claiming the wall pocket. Nathan, would you like the dog planter, the puppy planter, at your bid of 18? And if you don't, absolutely fine to pass. We have I think one more person after that to offer it to you.
I got you, Bill. I got you highlighted then. So we'll wait.
Thank you, Nathan. It's coming to you.
All right, congrats. Let me unhighlight that real quick. We'll get myself over here. Okay, guys, I am really excited to offer this. I hope somebody else is excited for it too, because I've never found anything remotely like this. So I know that I previewed this figurine sitting like this. So this is probably from the 1950s or 1960s, and it's going to start at $18. Before we get into the details of it, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Humpty Dumpty. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a gesture. I don't know what, but it is a bank. So you can see that it is a coin slot. Have you seen one of these before, Sherry?
I'm laughing at the chat.
I mean, I've never seen one before. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm missing everything that's going on.
Oh, I was missing it. And then I tried. I'm not good at it. And then now I have to go to my phone and then I missed something here.
No, I thought for sure.
Fabulous.
But believe it or not, there's no damage to this. He is a shelf sitter, and he does have his original label here on the bottom. And on the bottom, he is made by Royal, and he's from Japan. So it's from the 1960s or the 1950s. But I think what's great about this is, and Nathan, thank you. I see you're 19. What's great about this is that the only way to really get the change out of it was to bust it. So you have to imagine that, there's not a lot of these left. It's in very good condition. You would think that there'd be damage to the feet, but there's no damage to the feet at all. You can see here on the bottom, no chips, no cracks. Patty, thank you. I see you're 25.
Wait,
no, come on. Seriously, Nathan? So I see you. Well, hey, whatever. But I also think he looks like the man in the moon. Doesn't he look like the man? He's like, hi, Bill. I'm the man in the moon. Like, I think.
He's like whatever you display him with, he's going to morph into. Like if I put that with my clown collection, he would look more gesture. If you put that in a nursery, it looks more Humpty Dumpty.
Well, and he's whimsical yet kitschy. So I thought it fit a lot of decors. Now he's he's on the larger side. He's about 7.5 inches tall, about 7.5 and about 4.5 across. But again, there's no chips. There's no cracks. There's minimal crazing. I don't even think he was even displayed all that much. And again, he has his original label here on the bottom, but super great, super kitschy, great, to put, if you guys decorate with toys in a child's room up on a shelf. I pop this up on a shelf, but they sit they're very sturdy on the shelf. So you don't have to worry about it, taking a spill and having to put it back together. I had it not only on the shelf behind me, but I had it on one of my little plastic easels for the reel that I was going to do until Instagram. Never mind. But it sat very, very, very sturdy there. So, Nathan, I see you at 40. Thank you all for the interest. Again, it is made by Royal, and it's a Japan piece. So it's probably that 50s, early 60s, especially from the foil label. And you can see the paint's in very good condition. No major chips, no cracks, no repairs. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 41 or more on the bank, the shelf sitter bank. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I'm just showing there's no chips here by the coin slot. A lot of times, if they were used, they get chipped up, but just super unique. I couldn't find really anything like it when I tried to do research. So Patty Rose, I see you're 45. Nathan, I see you're back at 50. So we're looking for 51 or more, and there's the bid end. So congratulations, Nathan. It's yours for 50. It's super unique. You're definitely going to enjoy it. And you're right. He is oddly cool. That's what we're about at Mother Tucker's. Oddly cool. So thank you all.
He is oddly cool, right?
Quintessentially oddly cool.
This is true. All right, Sherry, how much?
All right. I know 18 is where I'm starting. Right. I'll just start with this was used as a planter. So you can see in the inside, and even like if you're displaying it, you can see right around the back of this rim. It's that, hey, Sarah, it's that stuff that planters get from when it was used as a planter.
It's a mineral deposit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That sounds so much better than the words I was trying to find. It's got mineral deposits and you can see them. But look, if you put a plant in it.
So impressed, Sherry. So impressed.
Then you wouldn't even know. You could use other things too, but I know Bill likes the plants. And I'm starting it at 18 because it does have a tiny hairline. I don't even think you're going to be able to see it. Yeah, you can see it right now. See right there? Teeny tiny hairline. But
oh yeah, I see it there.
you saw it. So it does have that. That's why 18. The eyes have a little bit of wear, but I think on Kewpies, are like Pixies. When they have a little bit of wear, it just makes them that much more appealing for some strange reason. You know, like you're like, he's or she is, you know. So super cute. 5¼ inches tall and about 4½ wide, and then about 3 inches deep. So a decent size. I love the pink. I was thinking Valentine's, but I have a lot of pink tonight. But I think pink's kind of a year-round color too. Oh wait, let me get you your plant back.
I've been dying to ask, Bill, have you ever seen one of these before? And all your okay.
I was just trying. I was trying to see if it was in the book that I had out. It's not. I have seen it though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have seen.
There's
I had a blue one
too.
last year.
Yeah, there's a blue one.
I've never seen one, and this is so cute. Like I love the Kewpies, you know, the squeakers and all that, but this little guy, like this is your quintessential Kewpie right here. Let me tell you.
And yeah, Amy said they come in blue, and for me, it's kind of like when you do it's like Bill got me hooked on the diamond pottery that's made out of the squeak molds because you know I love ceramics. So then you have that cute Kewpie, but it's also ceramics. Oh, yellow! I've never seen the yellow.
Oh yeah, there is a yellow too.
Oh, that would be so. Imagine if you had all. Oh my God, all of them. Oh my.
Yeah. So I see you at 19, Nathan. We've got a lot to show you tonight, and you did. If your bid came in after I showed you that hairline, you can certainly retract it. I should have said that from the very beginning, but I don't think it really takes away because it's so cute. So looking for 20 or more, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And yes, Jamie, some butt balm. Baby gift. Yeah.
So cute. So cute. Just hanging out there.
I got my plant, my air plant prop.
There you go.
Plants are not props, Sherry.
Well,
they're living organisms.
People.
For tonight. Sad.
All right. It looks like Nathan's taking it for 19, Sherry.
Thank you, Nathan.
Congratulations. All right, Bill.
Okay, I'm going to do my last choice round and get the choice out of the way. So this is choice at 14. And I had two of these about 10 months ago, and they were wildly popular. And when I found another set, I decided to bring them in case some of those same people are here because a lot of people wanted these and missed out. I have two of these Anthropomorphic honeybee condiment / honey jars. Now, they are adorable. They are Japan made. These two are in even better condition than the ones I had before. There are no chips and cracks. They would have had a little spoon, a little plastic spoon with a Japan sticker on them that sticks out the back and makes it look like a little stinger. It's really cute. But I have both the blue one, the blue winged one, and the other choice is the pink winged one. But these things are, I had no idea how popular they would be when I brought them last time. And I was it was one of my first sales and I was just overwhelmed by it all. But again, no chips or cracks, no paint loss because the entire thing is glazed over the paint. So they hold up really, really well. But these faces, I mean, I don't really need to say much about them. They're
the bee's knees.
They're pretty amazing, right? And to be in such good condition, the ones I had last time had little chips on the underside of the lid and little chips because they were used on the space in here. But no, these are in good condition. All you need to do is find two appropriately sized spoons, and you have some cute little dishes for honey, for condiments, for salt and pepper, for seeds. Anything that you want to put in them, or cute trinket dishes. Or if you're like most of us collectors, we just put them up on a shelf with all of our other amazing insects, right? Yeah. Insects are one of the things we love to collect, especially as gardeners. And I didn't even intentionally put a garden themed group of items together today, but that's what it turned out to be. So we are looking for choice on either the pink condiment or the blue condiment, and I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Let me just point out, though, the pink is the only one with the blue made in Japan tag, if that matters to you. The blue does not have it, but if you end up with the blue one and you want me to take a picture of the bottle of the pink one and send it to you, I'm happy to do that. All right, so I'll start the countdown now. And again, just remember, this is for choice. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So excited when I found these again, because these aren't something that I see a lot, and I love my ceramics.
I'll tell you, these are getting increasingly hard to find. Just hard. All right, there's our bid.
So I see the bid end. Nathan had the highest natural bid at 35, and Patty Rose came in with a just in case of 42. So Patty Rose, you have the high bid at 36. Just let me know if you would like the pink, the blue, or both, and then we can work backwards. And I'll just let everyone look at these gorgeous little ceramics while we're waiting for that to come in.
God, I
I'm
love
with
these.
Jennifer. Real bugs like kind of creep me out, and these anthropomorphic ones, like I can't get enough of.
Okay, Patty,
eyes.
Thank you.
And she said both, right?
Yes.
All right, let me unhighlight that and get myself over here.
And thank you, everyone else, for your bids. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm still thinking heading down the shore. I'm still thinking beach. And I got this gorgeous, cute, and I got to call it art glass because I'm not sure of the manufacturer. So I got this really great blown glass fish. It is what I'm going to call a paperweight, but you can see it is hollow, which I'm not sure if it's missing anything. It does have a flat bottom, but with that hole, if you were able to somehow light it, I was thinking, you could get a light up underneath there. But nonetheless, it is this great, almost like royal sort of blue. Nathan, thank you. I see you're 17. We're looking for 18 or more. You can see that the mouth, the gills, and the top, and the it's all applied. So it's all applied. Beautiful. It's a heavy piece of glass too. So you can see that both eyes are also applied. One slightly different, but of course these are all hand blown, and of course that's applied when it's hot, and even the tail here is applied. So all of that is clear. It does not glow. Does not glow. I tried to do my best, like with the Google lens. I could not find this anywhere. It measures about 4 inches wide, so about 4 inches wide, and then it measures about 3.5 inches tall. So it's just this super great fish that would look great in a mermaid bathroom. It would look great in a nautical theme. And let me get my black paper here so you guys can see. Maybe that'll help it a little bit more. There you go. It's almost close to the same blue as the bluebirds are. So if that helps you guys with to correlate the color of blue, if you guys collect those little bluebirds of happiness, this definitely would pair well with it. And then again, everything else that is applied, I know that the blue is bleeding through there, but that's actually just applied there to the blue. So that's where the two pieces of the piece of clear and then the round part itself attach. And there you can see the back as well. Then they actually pinched it a little bit to give it some more detail. I just think this is really, really neat. If you guys have a Florida room, if you have a tiki room, just look how great. It even kind of resembles a blowfish almost a little bit, almost like a blowfish. Very tropical too. If you guys collect, some tropical glass pieces, this would look great with it. So we're at 18 with Steel Whisper. We're looking for 19 or more. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Again, remember, guys, it is hollow. It is hollow. And this is how they polished it. So it is a little bit, it does have the foggy bottom. But I don't know if you could get like those little fairy lights up in there. You could light the little guy up. So again, we're looking for 19 or more. Let's do a countdown from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. And remember, if you're not following all of us, all of our links are in the description of the video. So please make sure you're following Sherry over on Instagram and on Whatnot. Make sure you're following Bill and I here on YouTube and also our Instagram accounts. please make sure you're following us all. So, all right, there's our bid end. So it looks like for $18, Steel Whisper, it's yours. Congratulations. Great. It's great. It's a great fish. All right, Sherry.
Okay. Piece of ceramic. I am starting this flower frog at 20. Okay. This is Kmark. Do you say Kmark or Kmark? It's Camden, Arkansas.
Kmark, yeah. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so it's an American pottery. The thing about this flower frog, I can tell you a lot of why I love it, but it's purple. You don't see this in purple very often. You see it in the yellow and the white and the pink and the green, aqua, purple. And this is like Easter purple. If you celebrate Easter, if you grew up like I did in the church, that was the color of Easter. But purple is a hard color to find in pottery. And this, for some reason, the purple, not Kmart, although, now Kmart's vintage.
It is.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, like on Worth Point, the last purple one of this sold in 2021. Now that obviously Worth Point is, I'm going to get controversial. With all the live sales, in some ways it's less valuable, Worth Point, because it doesn't cover all the Instagram, YouTube, all those sales. But it does give you an indication that they just don't come up very much compared to the other colors. So if you collect them, it's kind of nice to have all the colors. It's also nice to have, if you collect flower frogs, to have a piece that has a little more height to it. I have it written down. Oh, here. It's 3 inches tall and about 4.5 inches diameter. And I love the fact that it's not round. It's got these, they call them slots. I don't know, what are they, kind of rectangles?
Like slots in it so you can put the flowers in them.
Or you can use a little planter.
There you go. Oh, you're just making Bill very happy, aren't you?
Yeah, so I love these to put in with your flower frog collection, or just your ceramics, or just to have purple, because purple's hard to find in vintage ceramics. I don't see it very often. Purple's a hard color to make anyway, and they just didn't do a lot of the purple. So it's got no chips, no cracks, no condition issues, and it's just a nice solid piece that could mix in nice with your table to use it as a flower frog, because it is glazed on the inside. You really can use it. I like to use flower frogs for like cuttings or propagation. Sometimes it can just look pretty.
Good night, guys. Good night, Alex.
Bye,
see you guys. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I like the design too. It's something a little bit different, and then I like the fact that it's purple. There's a
Sherry, forgive me. Can you just show the bottom? So is it stamped on the bottom? Does it show a Okay, so it does have the manufacturer on the bottom. Okay, that's what I didn't see that.
That's okay. I'm out of practice. I took no more vacations for Sherry. This is also really like I think Bill, you tell me, but I think they're the only ones that made this particular form. It's just
like
unique
that sculpt, right?
Yeah. So Pam, I see you in at 20. Thank you very much. I will start a countdown to keep us moving along and showing you some other pieces. So looking for 21 or more, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And thank you for bid ending for us. It makes it so much easier for us. And then I'm also a shopper and a buyer. And it's, as a buyer, I like when there's an official bid ender so I know who I'm racing.
Well, there's our just in case. And there is a lag tonight, gang. So please just bear with us.
Wooden flower frog, Marie. I've never seen a wooden one.
I don't know. Bill, have you ever seen a wooden flower frog? Wait.
Yeah, I have my flower frog video for YouTube on the schedule for February. So hopefully I'll get to it.
Okay.
But yeah,
we were about to look really bad if that video had already come out. Because I do confess I'm a little behind on my YouTube videos too. I'm telling you, no more vacations. Gianna, thank you for the bid. And Pam, see you just in case you didn't need it. So $20 coming to you. Oh, good.
All right.
Yeah, Pam,
Thank you.
that was a good score. I haven't actually seen the purple one before. I can't tell you how many of them I have, but I've never seen the purple one before. All right, Jason. So $18. If
Gotcha.
anyone is looking, and this is for both, if anyone is looking to add this to their Moon and Star collection, I have the L.E. Smith sugar and creamer in the colonial blue. Beautiful little pieces, no damage, no chips, no cracks, just in really, really good shape. If we have any Moon and Star collectors in the room, to get the sugar and the creamer at the same time, it's kind of like a nice little opportunity for that. From time to time, I see them individually, but the sets are a bit harder for me. And as Jason often says, those of us here in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, we're sort of like in Moon and Star country. We see it a lot, and we know that lots of you in other parts of the country don't see it as much as we do. So it's fun to be able to bring something we have in a little bit more supply to people who don't have as much access. But this colonial blue, as a lot of you know, that L.E. Smith did, is just so beautiful. And the Moon and Star pattern is just so classic American glass. And I wanted to bring some glass in addition to all the pottery that I'm bringing tonight. So here is some.
I love the blue of L.E. Smith. I know that everybody loves their Viking blue neat, but the blue on that Moon and Star, just so good and deep. It's like a deep, rich, like candy style blue.
Yeah, and I love the design on the sugar and creamers too, because you do see a little bit of the diamond point around the moon part. Do you all see that? It's not on all the pieces, but on the sugar and creamer it is, and it just reflects the light so nicely. And to me, it gives the moon section a little glow. Like the stars have a lot of cuts in them, so the light reflects nicely with the stars. But the moon is just a big sort of, piece.
Well, and what I like about this is it's functional vintage. And earlier today on Sarah and Amy's chat, they were discussing that that's what's up and coming, that folks want. The next generations, they want functional vintage. They want to be able to use it, not just to sit it around.
Yeah, Shannon, I think a vase would be beautiful in this design. To my knowledge, though, there aren't any vases in Moon and Star. I know there are compotes and candy dishes. Jason, do you know what vases?
They do a bud vase. They do a small, but we were actually together when I grabbed the green one. Remember? Small little bud vase.
Yeah. But it's only Moon and Star around the bottom, right?
Yes, it's not. They didn't do it like this, and they do make some stretch vases, but they're really, really rare. They did not make a lot of them.
Oh, you brought one of those a few months ago.
Yep.
Didn't you?
Yeah. At Christmas time.
But in terms of flower, neither of the ones that we just talked about are flower vases. They're decorative vases. I mean, it could be a bud vase, but yeah, I think they're really. Oh, that's nice, Sarah. Yes, let's put the fun in functional. Mm-hmm. Ooh, there's a whole marketing thing right there with what you just said. I love that. Okay, so we do have it. We do have someone who's interested, so I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Looking for 21 or more, and you are bidding on the set, the sugar and the creamer. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Agreed, Kathy. So do we. Yeah,
we don't use Rubbermaid anymore. Everything we use is Tupperware. I actually think it's much better.
Right.
It is actually.
So we're just looking for that bid end.
And there's a lag, gang. So thank you guys for bearing with us.
The other thing about using it is it's one thing if it's displaying, you see it every day and that makes you happy. But if it's like tucked away, you never see it, never use it. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Bill. So no.
Congratulations, no. These are coming to you for $21. There's my email right there. If you could just send me your information, that would be fantastic. Thank you for your bid, Deanna.
Yep, absolutely. And no, man, that sounds odd saying it. No, Bill was right. There's his email. My email is below me, and Sherry's email is below her. So if this is first time you've bought from any of us, please make sure you email us some information. We're going to need your YouTube name, your real name, and we're going to need your PayPal email and your full address. So my next item is going to start at $15, and I'm taking a chance. I tried it once before, and nobody wanted it. So I'm going to see now. This is a different style of this genre of pottery or ceramics, have you. I'm going to try some Majolica. So this is a Majolica is a definition for the form of the way this is painted and the form of what it is made of. So this is a Majolica plate. Majolica was really popular around the turn of the century. This is a popular mold. This mold was made, I think, in the research I did for like 60 years. So this one was made, and I know it's going to be hard to read, but it is stamped Western Germany there on the back. That is a mold mark, which probably is some kind of way to define it from the factory or, the design of the exact plate. Okay, hang on one second here. No, it's also in the chat. And could one of the mods drop Bill's email in the chat? I probably did. Okay. But this is a Majolica plate. This one probably dates to the 1960s. And you can see there's a really, really rich glare on it, but this one is highly glazed. And this was a very popular Majolica pattern. This was with the robins and with the grapevine. The plate, it measures in diameter about 7.5 inches. So 7.5 inches. It's this beautiful blue. I thought this would look great. I'm trying to get the glare off of it. I thought this would look great this time of the year. It's nice to decorate with blues, especially this is almost like a teal, like it's in between a teal and a baby blue. So it's reading true to form on there. Great detailing on there. And Majolica also is the way it was painted. And that's probably, honestly, the extent that I know of Majolica.
It's the glaze. It's the glaze that's on top of the paint. Yeah.
That's what I thought. And it was also the way it was painted, because it was also painted like a flow blue form. Like it was very fluid. It was very fluid, I think, almost like watercolors, but not really. So I hope I'm explaining it properly, those of you that are trying to learn. But folks that love and collect Majolica, it's a serious collector, and they really seek it out. They really look for it. There's a little imperfection here under the glaze right there. That is in the manufacturing, as you can see. So we got Linda at 15. This would look great if you had a little plate stand for it, if you hung it on the wall. This goes great with your cottage core decor. It goes great with your farmhouse. You could even pop this in mid-century if you wanted to. I just think it's super cute. Very, very elegant for this time of the year, I think. I think it's just a different form of decorating. You know that here at Mother Tucker's, we're all about the kitsch, but we also sell other things at the shop as well. So we're at 15. We're looking for 16. All right, Deanna, you do. I would take you for a Majolica collector. I would. I definitely would. And I do love myself some Majolica. And a lot of times in this form, they don't use figures. A lot of it is, fruits, vegetables, things like that. It's not that, you don't find it often with birds or even, depictions of humans and things like that. So I think that's also why this pattern is pretty popular. There is some crazing on the back. Of course, my camera's not going to fully pick it up. And again, it is stamped Western Germany. And the way it is written there on the back, the best I could guess is I think this is from the 1960s. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 16 or more. Gang, remember, we are doing just in case. So, Linda, you might want to throw one in case somebody comes in near the end with another bid. We're looking for 16 or more. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm just tilting it this way to get that glare off, because there is a very, very high glaze on this, and that's just catching the light. There you go. And again, we were discussing purples. I think that's what attracted me to it, because you don't often find purple in Majolica plates, any of the decors, the pots, the planters, all sorts of different things that they made. You just don't see it. But I'm happy somebody enjoys it and likes it. So it looks like it's going to go to Linda for 15. So thank you, Linda. And gang, if there's things like that you guys want to see us bring, just make sure you email us so we know to go outside our boxes a little bit and bring something different. All right, Sherry, how much?
I'm starting this at 50.
Okay.
Now, this stamp is RS Prussia. If you don't know RS Prussia, you think $50 seems she's crazy. But if you know RS Prussia, you're probably thinking I'm crazy for starting it at 50. So this is an antique. RS Prussia is like late 1890s up to about 1910. And then they became RS Germany. And you'll even see if you do an online search, a lot of people will call it RS Prussia, but it's actually RS Germany, which is later. So this particular period, the RS Prussia, is super collectible. Now, what's even more collectible in this piece is they have like chocolate pots with like portraits and scenes and animals. Those go like in the thousands, right? So this being a floral isn't at that level. So that is why I'm starting at 50. It's the RS Prussia. It's Reinhold Schlegelmilch in Prussia, Germany.
Plus, Sherry, you don't often see this kind of blue in this.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You
The
don't
thing
find
that's
the blue.
shocking is it's blue, but it's like that minty green blue.
Yep.
You know? So for the turn of the century, it actually has that like 40s, 50s kind of green blue too. And then and it's in great shape. There's no chips, there's no cracks. Even the rim is in really nice shape. This is a really classic RS Prussia form. And I thought for Valentine's Day it's kind of pretty, but really it's just pretty. It's kind of like, you do know I kind of like this color. It's just really pretty to display.
It is.
Now I'm trying to think how you can make it functional. I don't know. I get a little nervous functional when it's 100 years old. But
I knew people that used this as fruit bowls, and they were just easy on it and they didn't abuse it. They didn't slam it around, but it is functional in that aspect.
It's porcelain too, which means it has a translucentness to it, but porcelain's also really strong. So I thought it's such a mix of the Victorian, early 1900s, but then the color is really unusual. And RS Prussia is also so they did a lot of exporting to the United States, and they would send samples, and then the stores would order what they wanted from the samples. So there wasn't a glut of it, and it wasn't it was high end when it was brought over. So it wasn't like there was tons of it at that time. People in the early 1900s were not all running out to the stores to afford it. And so I think that's what maybe makes it a little more rare too, being the RS Prussia, not RS Germany. I'm not knocking RS Germany. That's pretty too, but it's later and it just doesn't have the same collector's value.
And when I find it, it's always damaged. I'll just be honest with you. I always find it and there's a big chip out of it or there's a big gnarly line in it. The fact that you have a bowl this size. And
I was just about to say the size too. Sorry, I got carried away. So it is, I did measure today, but I already forgot now. And I didn't write it down. It's a 10-inch diameter.
Nice size bowl. It's
a big bowl and it stands on the table almost 3 inches tall. So it's a statement piece.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. If there is no interest, that is okay. I sometimes bring things to sales, even though I know, I don't know, the right buyer needs to be there for it. But sometimes I feel like, hey, if I can share what I know about things, sometimes I've learned so much from this community that sometimes I personally like watching sales while I learn something about something, even if I didn't buy it, if that makes any sense.
And you're right, Sherry. This could be a day that somebody's attracted to this and they're like, we're going to start collecting this now. And this is going to be my first piece.
I'll be happy. So it reminds me, you know what? A water basin, like, do you mean like the water pitchers, washer stands? It has that kind of vibes because I think it's the scalloped edge.
And it's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So pretty, super feminine, right? But I will bring it back at the recap, and if that's okay.
All right. You could throw your gloves, hankies, all sorts of things in that.
I'm like, I was like, and if nobody buys it, I'll be okay too.
All right, you got Patty at 50.
Thank you, Patty. So I will start a countdown, looking for 51 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm assuming that wait is
Yeah,
the
it's just a
lag.
lag catching up. Yep. And Patty even said there she tried to refrain, but you sold her on it. And I thought you were having a
Sorry,
problem.
Patty, but thank you. You're not going to regret it. It's a nice price and it's beautiful. It really is.
I thought you were going to say something about counting down. I was going to say, Sherry, you see what happened all that year ago when you made fun of me counting? Uh-huh.
I know. I can never, I do give Jason a hard time, and karma, whenever I give him a hard time, karma gets me.
Oh, gosh.
We don't have a bid end, right?
It's coming. It's lagging. I see it on my phone. It's there. So
Okay.
we're good to go. So you
Thank
got
you
it,
so much, Patty.
Congratulations. Patty, you're gonna love that. And now it's gonna be because of Patty, we're gonna be bringing that to more sales. So that's great.
You can find it.
Okay, Jason, I'm going to start this at 12. And this is yet another thing that at least I haven't brought before. And I don't see a ton on our sales, but there is some of this in circulation. I have this beautiful planter or trinket tray or dresser dish that's made by Acro Agate. Today, we tend to call this type of glass slag glass, but Acro Agate would call this blended glass. And this is in the cream and orange blend, almost looks like a creamsicle. There's also a green and orange blend in this pattern. And staying with my garden theme tonight, this pattern is the daffodil pattern. But it's just a beautiful little planter. This is glass. This is molded glass. Acro Agate was a big marble company. They did a lot of things in marble and decided to make household items out of this sort of method that they use to blend different colors of glass together, and ended up making molds that they pressed this glass into. So this is older glass. This company started in the 1920s, and this is actually authentic Acro Agate too. It has the made in made in USA mark on it, and in the middle is actually the Acro Agate symbol, which is an A with a crow flying through it. And that's where they got their name from. And then on the bottom is the mold number. They're there. They're hard to see with my ring light, but it's all there, sort of surrounded by this beautiful swirl of creamsicle orange glass. Yeah, just a beautiful piece. It's really nice. And it is 2.5 inches tall, 5.5 inches from side to side. And the nice thing about this is that here's an example of a piece of pottery that is glass. I'm sorry, a planter that is glass and not pottery. Because if you are someone who is reluctant to put your plants or anything that holds moisture in your ceramics, this is absolutely safe because it's glass. So, given that, you could think of a lot of different uses for it, including your sour cream and guacamole, if that's what you wanted to serve in it. But just a beautiful piece of functional vintage, right there.
I thought you were going to say for some daffodils in it, not dip.
Obviously, we would love to see some plants in it. But Acro Agate had a few very popular floral motifs. Daffodil and lily were their most popular, but they did have a lily of the valley, and we're going to see a little lily of the valley in a little while. And they do have a daylily. Really pretty stuff.
And it's so clean on the inside, you can use it for food.
Yeah, Brick is talking about the minis. I don't know if people have seen the pieces they made for children, but they are so adorable. The little cups and saucers and plates. Yeah, those are really, really nice too.
And really collectible.
So Mother Tucker's is getting a lot of love in the chat right now, Jason.
Yep. No, and thank you guys for all of you guys that stop in. Thank you so much for heading into our brick and mortars. We definitely appreciate it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown so we can move it along. We're looking for 13 or more on this beautiful little piece of glass, not pottery. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love Acro Agate. I just love it. So good.
I like the orange swirls. It's really, really, really neat.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, it could be a water bowl for your very fancy cat. I like that
Oh,
idea.
absolutely.
So many fun and functional uses. All right, there's the bid end. So Becky, you didn't need your just in case. This is coming to you for your bid of $12. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Great piece. All right, my next item, pardon me, is going to start at $18. And I was just talking bad about Viking Blue Neek, and then how much I loved Ellie Smith, and now I forgot I am bringing a piece of Viking Blue Neek tonight. So, also
forget what I said, Blue Neek. I love you.
Just as good as the Ellie Smith Blue is the Viking Blue Neek, and this is one of their swan bowls. They did come in different sizes. As far as I know, there's a larger size to this and a smaller size. So this is your medium size. They would have been sold separately. So it's not like I'm breaking up a set or I don't have a set. They do also nest in one another, but these are great little bowls because they are functional vintage. So you guys could use these as little nut bowls. They make great little soap dishes in a mermaid bathroom. And this is the quintessential blue. So hopefully Karen Williams had a big chug of whatever she's indulging in at that point with everything I said there. So really, really good condition. I love the way they did their spin on the swan's head there. It does have a little, applied. There is a little in the mold. You can see a little eye right there. It's not focusing all that well, but there are two little eyes there. And it does have like a little seam right there at the mouth. This measures just about 5 inches tall. So about 5 inches tall from the base to the top. And then width-wise, it's about 6 3/4. So like I was saying, this is the medium size. And then, once you have this, you can collect the larger size. And when you see the larger, you're going to know it because it's almost the size of a console bowl. So, but really good condition. There's no major scratches. There's no major issues on this. It's a very good blue. This would pair well with, brass. This would pair well with anything that you collect that could be wood, like mid-century woods. Pardon me. This would be great in all sorts of different decors. And like I said, this is great as a nut dish. It's great as a catch-all. This would be fun to put on a desk and use it to catch your paper clips and things. It's just a great, even just a dish, in and of itself, just sitting and catching the light in your window. I just think it's really, really mid-century. I love the sculpt of that neck. It definitely fares well with the epic pieces, the birds that they have, even the ducks that they make. And again, it is a little harder to find the blue glass in a lot of these glass companies, whether it's Ellie Smith or Viking or anything like that. So again, just $18 to start on this. If there's any interest, this is a Viking piece of glass. It is made by Viking. It is in the Blue Neek pattern. And you can see there's no damage at all to it. And again, I'll give you the measurements. It measures about 5 inches tall. So about 5 inches tall and then about 6 3/4 wide. I'm trying to think, Bill. I don't know if I know the exact dimensions of the larger one, but I know it's easily 3 times the size of this when you see it. So good.
I love blue. I think one of my goals this year is to have more year-round vintage out instead of constantly changing for the holidays.
Right.
And blue really goes like in the winter, it's kind of icy blue, but then in the spring, it's like bright blue. And then even if Christmas blue works, I just think that's a really year-round color that then whatever you put into it can kind of change it out. And that's my mood. No more packing up every holiday.
And I think it just makes like a great soap dish. It's a great little catch-all. You could put this next to your nightstand. As a man or a woman that has a watch, you could lay your watch in it at night. All sorts of different things. It even would cradle a cell phone. It would even hold a cell phone really nice. You could just kind of dock it in there if you wanted to. But if there's no interest on this, that's okay. We were just looking for $18. It is the Blue Neek of Viking Swan Bowl. We can bring this guy back during the recap. All right, let's get you going, Sherry. We'll recap it.
Okay, I have one more ephemera piece for the night, which is this book for 16.
Gotcha.
This is late 50s, early 60s, and it's called Music Through the Years. It's the teacher's edition, which is always fun. I'm a former teacher. That was like most exciting time when I was a student teacher and got my first teacher edition book. But that's not why I love it. It's the pages are generally clean. It did get some staining on the bottom here that a few pages went on, but generally it's really clean. What I love about this is it fits in with my theme of having things that you can display year round. So I actually think I have a couple ideas what could be. You could leave this out as part of your display because there's music. It starts in September. It goes through every holiday, fall. It goes to Christmas. It has Hanukkah, every single holiday. But like here we have snow, but they have these amazing graphics on the pages too. Wow. Just really fun. So if you had that displayed, I mean, it's just like a nice backdrop, right? I think. And the teacher, I swear I didn't bookmark it. It just opened up to Valentine's
That's awesome.
That is so great.
Now, I had this other idea, but you probably aren't going to like it. Because I forget what you call this kind of the spine.
The spiral.
The spiral. You could like disassemble it and reassemble it because it goes by the school year. But I think it's still January. If you put it in order like January to December, it would make an amazing junk journal because you've got a lot of cool graphics and then room. But that's I know that's crazy. So maybe just use it. A few of the pages are colored, but just a really nice background piece. I love using paper in displays. I don't know. I just think it adds a lot. And play ball. I was really happily surprised that it had some Hanukkah songs in it too. Here's some famous footwear. So just all kinds of really, really fun graphics in here. You could photocopy the pages too. I don't know. They have Rosh Hashanah. I mean, does that surprise you in a teacher's book from the 50s or 60s? It surprised me that they had a Rosh Hashanah song.
And it probably depends on the demographics of wherever the school district was. Do you know what I mean? It probably. Mm-hmm. So, well, y'all are going to get your fill of Tina on Thursday night. Trust me. I'm just reading the chat, Sherry. They're saying about how much they love Tina more than they love Jason.
Nobody said that. Nobody said it more than Jason.
No, I'm just kidding. But y'all are going to get your fill of Tina because, oh, look out. It's going to be date night this Thursday. And boy, has it been a while since we had a date night. And she's been saving it up to give it to me real good. So it'll be a good Thursday night. Oh, my God. I love that graphic.
I love that they have every holiday. That's Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's the song, Sherry? What song was it? What was it titled?
Composer of the Months. Dance Macabre tells the story of a merry graveyard dance. That's the thing, because it's the teacher's book. It gives you little explanations too. You don't even need Google because it tells you, how the songs go. Little harvest.
These would be great framed. These would be great framed in a music room. If you knew somebody that had a music room, that would be great.
Yeah. I love the graphics. It's like, here's we got a little. And I think just the music, here's some Christmas. We're done with Christmas, right? We're never done with Christmas.
No, we're never done with Christmas.
So, yeah, I think they just have all the holidays. And also, like, if you displayed it like on a cookbook stand, you'd have every holiday. Yep. You could like that's my goal is I'm lazy at trying to make my house festive without putting any work into it. There's a birthday song. So, yeah. And it is a hardcover with the spiral. So just 16. If there's no interest, no problem. We'll bring it back for the recap.
And did you say early on, was there any staining on it? I remember hearing you say something.
The bottom got something right here. So a few of the pages, it seeped onto.
Okay.
But like really minimal.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was afraid if anyone else heard that, I didn't want that to deter them from thinking that there was stains all over it. So
I
very
think the
minimal.
pages they're clean.
Gotcha.
Okay. And you could use it as a music book.
You could.
Why not? So cute. Oh, look at the little butterflies.
Oh, man, this is good. Yeah. I think some of us are waiting for that to come back in the recap. So
I don't know who you're talking about, Jason.
I
hope
don't
we're
know.
not going to have a disagreement over this one.
We'll have to see. All right, Sherry, are you bringing that back for the recap?
I am, although I don't
Okay.
like when Jason and Bill are interested in something I have. Like, I know that should be a good thing, but I think, oh dang, maybe I better not sell it.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But no, it makes me have what do you call it? Like seller's remorse. Like
You shouldn't. All right, Bill.
Okay, Jason, if anyone is interested, it's going to start at $75.
Okay.
And I've sold a lot of these over the past year, but I haven't sold this one. This one is pretty remarkable. I have the Fenton Icy Blue Opalescent Lily of the Valley Fairy Lamp. If anyone is interested, and it is a big one. It is a big fairy lamp. It is a little over 7 inches tall. And it is in great shape. There are no chips. There are no cracks. There's nothing to be concerned about around the rim, around the top. It's actually been nicely polished. You can see that the top has been nicely polished. But this Lily of the Valley motif, where all of the flowers and stems are opalescent, is just so beautiful. Let me see if on camera, when it's lit up, you can see that, but it is just a really beautiful, I have a lot of lights in the room right now, just a really beautiful piece of Fenton glass. So detailed that if I show you the vase, the base of it, you actually see the Lily of the Valley all around the base here. And there are also flowers on the pedestal part of the base as well. Just so nice and beautiful and opalescent and large. It's a large lamp. If you just look at it next to my head, this is not one of those small, like the one I brought last week, actually, if anyone remembers, the hand-painted ones, those ones that are barely 4 inches tall. This is like its big pop-up next to it. But just such a beautiful design. And you can actually see how the glass is molded underneath with those swirls underneath the stems and the flowers. And the icy blue is just really beautiful. I think it reads very well for this time of year. Lily of the Valley are some of the first bulbs, at least in the Northeast, to emerge from the ground. So they're sometimes the first flowers we see in spring, some of the first flowers, snowdrops, crocus, lily of the valley, but just so, so nice. I would love to put this on my pedestal so I could take my fingers off in it. And I generally don't have a problem putting things on my board, but I'm not going to. I'm two-handing this one tonight because it is a really, really beautiful piece of glass.
it's gorgeous.
And they made this in a lot of different colorways. So if you start with this, you can just go down a rabbit's hole and you could do yourself a rainbow. You could do a mantle. I mean, you could have.
And I'm not saying this because I have the icy blue one. I think the pink one is beautiful as well. And I'm not saying it because I'm selling it tonight. I promise everyone. But this is my favorite color in this fairy lamp because it's the closest to what a lily of the valley actually looks like. They are whitish with a little bit of blue in the flowers. And a lot of you know that because you grow them. But yeah, to me, this one is my favorite. You do, Sherry, right? You ordered them from Brex, the catalog this year, didn't you?
My new best friends.
They will never let you go.
They text me all the time. I'm like,
I know. Beware Brex. I shouldn't say that one. Nope, I didn't say that. Okay, so we have some people who are interested. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. So right now, Mix Mom has the high bid at 85, 15, and we are using just in case, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Jamie, you're right. I love it when Bill just drops random, just plant knowledge on us nonchalantly, just slides it right on in there.
It's because I'm random. I'm just a random kind of guy, right?
She said casually drops. That's the way she worded it. Casually drops it in.
Yeah, Carol, that's true. This is a flower that holds up really nice in bouquets. So yeah, this would be a good one for that purpose. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So there
There's
is
a
the
bid
bid
in.
end. Thank you so much. So Teresa had a bid of 87, but Mix Mom came in with a just in case. So Mix Mom, this comes to you for $88. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mix Mom. That is beautiful. Beautiful. So,
I'll
all
spend
right.
a good hour packing that up.
And gang, while we still have about 145 of you in the room, please make sure you give all of us a follow. Please make sure you're following Sherry. All the links are in the description of the video to her Whatnot and to her Instagram page. Please make sure you give her a follow. She has an Instagram. She has a Whatnot sale every single Wednesday. She's also doing static sales over on Instagram now. So you're definitely going to want to follow her. She'll be back next month with me and Bill too. So she'll be over here on YouTube. Please make sure you're following myself and Bill here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Please, we're trying to grow our Instagram numbers. Please, gang, make an account if you have to. Do whatever. We just like another follower or two. Please bump our numbers, all three of us over there on Instagram. We greatly appreciate it. So, how am I going to follow Bill when he has an epic fairy lamp? Well, I'm going to have to bring for choice some pixies that are Valentine pixies that are flower picks. So you're going to have choice. I have two. The boy pixies are identical, but their little girlfriends or their sisters are different. So I'll give you the details on them. So $12 choice, that's a choice, and this is a choice. These are made by Napco. Can you believe it? They have their little Napco stickers on it. Of course, it's not going to focus, but they have their little Napco stickers on them. They're in very good condition. Some of the felt does have some discoloring. You know, just the white might be a little more off-white, but they're the cute little pixie boy face. It is that plastic, soft rubber pixie face. He has his little cap on, his little Valentine there. And then his little sister, his little girlfriend, she has she has yarn hair. Now, it is a little matted here on the back on the one. But each one of the bodies on the picks measure about 3 inches. And then the picks themselves, they're on these little coated metal sticks. And they're about 8 inches tall. So I've never seen these before. I've never had these before. Bill, have you ever seen these before?
I have, but the picks have always been cut off on the ones that I've had.
Gotcha. So I thought these would be great to add in your flower arrangements. They're great, to just stick in here or there. So that's your first choice on the Valentine's Day. And trust me, gang, it's hard to source some Valentine's Day this year. So this is your second set. The boy is identical, same color scheme. There might be a little discoloration there on the cheek, but super cute. And then this is the little girl with the yarn hair. And you can see it's just a little matted right there in the back. She has a cute little Valentine on the top. So she's got this cute little red collar that you can see. And this probably needs some of that. What do you use, Bill? You use the release, the wrinkle release.
Wrinkle releaser.
Yeah,
Yep.
She might need a little wrinkle release there, but choice on these for $12 each, $12 on the set. So that's about $6 each, I guess, with the math. So that is your second set. They're in really good condition. Believe it or not, they are made by Napco. They do have remnants of what's left of their little Napco foil labels in the back. So that was your second choice. Cute little pixies. I'm certain that these are pixies or little elves. They're still in that realm. They have that typical face or that quintessential face. So that was your second choice. And then this was your first choice on the cute little made in Japan flower picks, just $12 choice on them. I think for their year, and I think they're probably from the 1960s. So I think for the age of them, I think they're in really good condition. A lot of times the yarn never seems to hold up when they use it, but these are really super kitschy. They would be great in your Valentine's display, especially these make great little fillers. And Bill's right. Even if you wanted to, take the picks out or cut them, you could definitely pop these and turn these
He
into.
didn't say to cut them.
Well, I would
He
say
gave you no permission to cut them.
Okay. He's not, but I'm saying if you own the vintage and you decide you want to turn these into little ornaments on your Valentine's Day tree, you could definitely do so. Just get rid of those picks. And you could easily slide a little hook in there and hang them on your tree. But nobody's interested in the Valentine picks. All right, we'll bring these back during the recap. I didn't hear you, Bill. You're muted.
No, I'm not muted. I was just mouthing something. Oh. So just so everyone knows, I also play Wordle, and I usually do it right before I go to bed. So it looks like I'm getting the word in one guess tonight. So excited.
Spoiler alert.
All right, Sherry.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All right, you have a bid, Jason.
Oh, wait. Oh, yes, I do. All right. Wait, it didn't even come up yet on my screen yet. So I see Lucinda. All right, Lucinda, I see it 12. Start a countdown. It's on choice. I better put myself back over because I was too concerned that, man, there's a lag tonight, gang. So I'm sorry. So it's on choice. On the two, you're either get the boys are identical. So you'll either choose between the one in the little girl that's in white or the little girl that's in red. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You have no sorries, Lucinda. It's all good. So let's go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And that's on choice. So you just have to let me know which ones you want. And then just let me know then, Lucinda, if you're interested in both sets or if you just want the set that the one is in white or the one that's in red. So there we go. There's the bid end. So Lucinda, the boys are identical. The only thing that's different is you have to let me know if you want the girl that's in white or the girl that's in red, or you can take both sets. So just let me know if you're interested in, you want the one that's on my left. So my left would have been this set. So let me make sure, Lucinda, this is the one that was in my left hand. So just if you can just say yes in the chat.
The white girl outfit.
Gotcha. All right, that would have been her left. Okay, gotcha. Because reverse
it's confusing,
strain.
and then we're reversed. And...
Lucinda, I got you. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. The other set will come back in the recap.
Ooh.
They would look really nice in this, though, wouldn't they?
They would.
I'm starting this at 20.
All right.
This is a Weller piece of pottery. It has no chips or cracks, but it does have a pretty significant crazing on the inside, probably because somebody actually used it as a vase, if you can imagine. But the outside does not have too much crazing, so it displays beautifully, but that is a problem. And with the amount of crazing inside it, I personally would not. I would use those pixies in it or dried flowers, but if you put water with that much crazing, it's not a good idea. So that a good way to say it? It's just going to really increase the crazing, because crazing is just little tiny cracks in the glaze, and then to use it as a vase, the water's going to sit in it. Okay, that was a mouthful. That's why I'm starting at 20, because otherwise, no chips, no cracks. It's a beautiful piece of Weller pottery. It's 8.25 inches tall, and it is about, the base is about 4 inches across. It's not a perfect square, which is something I kind of like about it. You know, I kind of always like when things are a bit organic in their form. It's got this little arch on the bottom, which I love. I was thinking Valentine's Day pink, but also I think pink is a year-round color too. I think it's just so pretty. It's such a soft pink. Oh, my black. And I love the shape. I love that it's kind of perfectly imperfect. It's like a little horn. Is it still a cornucopia?
Yeah. And that shape was so of the time. Like that was a very valued shape back then in planters and vases, and even in servingware. It's really nice. And the fact that it's Weller, this is a good price, Sherry, for Weller.
I know. But you know what? I just like to be fair. And it's not really showing up on the camera, but it has significant, it's not showing up, but it's significantly crazed on the inside. So I like to be fair. I'd rather you get a piece and be like, what was she talking about? Than like, oh, that has a lot of crazing in it, you know? And it's really hard when you're not in person to be able to tell. But the crazing doesn't bother me, because I probably wouldn't use it as a vase even if it didn't have it. I would put other things in it or just display it, because it's just such a feminine, pretty piece.
Didn't they also call those the horn of plenty? Isn't that what they used to say as well?
Yeah.
So good.
Pity Pat's picking. Okay. That's sometimes you look at the names at first and you're like, wait, what is that? I see you at 20. I appreciate it very much. It is, I said the measurements, right? It's about 8.25 inches. So it's a nice piece. It would look good with Jason's pixies.
It would. And some roses in there. I think it would look great with some roses.
Yes. Oh, are you asking if it is crazing, or you're saying the crazing doesn't bother you? It
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
bother me aesthetically looking at it, but as someone, if you're a hardcore weller collector, then that would bother you. And it is going to be a problem if you I mean, if you occasionally put water in, it's not going to, but if you use this on the regular with water, it's going to just really increase the crazy. This is my 2 cents. Okay. Pity Pat's Pickin'. Pity Pat's Pickin'. I don't know why that's hard for me. It's a great name. I love it. I see you, 20. Appreciate it. I will start the countdown. You may want to put it just in case in to secure the bid. I know we have a heck of a lag. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
And I don't source a lot of Weller, but I have to say I've not had pink Weller or been able to ever find it. That's an amazing piece, Sherry.
Don't say that. They're like, what was I thinking?
All right.
I'm just kidding. Oh, an oval tray. That would be so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so very much. And
Pity
Karen,
Pat's
my
Pat's
email?
Picking, and I'm going to get your email up there. So make sure you guys email Sherry if you guys
and Karen
haven't worked
put
with
it
her
in the
before.
chat nicely.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, Bill.
So Jason, this is starting at $25. And as many of you heard last week, I'm trying out something new this year with my planters and my Pixies by making these little vintage planter gardens. So this is a vintage Shawnee Pixie sitting on a boot planter. Has the Shawnee USA mark. In such good condition this planter is, with this adorable little Pixie sitting on it. 2 little spun cotton vintage mushrooms that I had to remake them into picks because they were picks at one time and someone cut the picks off. So I needed to make them into picks again, which was fine. But it comes with a real plant. That is a real Tillandsia or air plant. And this particular one that I'm showing today has 3 babies. So you're technically getting 4 plants because the babies can be separated. But this is actually the favorite one I've put together so far because I just think it looks so well balanced and the plant just looks so good in it. And the thing I always want people to know when I put these together, nothing is destroyed. Nothing is glued to the planter. There's floral foam in the bottom, which can be removed, but everything is in there nice and tight. But everything can be removed. The vintage picks can be removed, and the plant itself can be removed because you need to care for it. The plant is held in by one of these metal floral picks, which are super easy to pull out and reposition the plant. When you don't want the plant in this planter anymore, you just remove the floral pick. And in fact, when you have this plant at home, you don't even need to put the pick back in there, the staple back in there. You just set the plant on top. Covering the top of the floral foam is preserved sheet moss, just to make it look really woody and, natural. And again, it is a beautiful Shawnee planter in amazing condition with this cute little Pixie sitting on it. And if you're someone who is afraid of taking care of plants, in addition to the plant, I will be sending you a postcard with care instructions on the back, both instructions on how to care for your vintage planter and how to keep this plant alive. Super easy plant to keep alive, but I'm just going to put this in the package so you have it to reference. So just really fun to put together. You get a plant, you get some vintage, instant display, and a beautiful piece of Shawnee. So thank you all for your bids.
And needless to say, Bill, this is an epic Pixie. This Pixie on here, he himself, he's a showstopper.
He's pretty amazing. I'm super excited because this is one of the planters that I have when I have a few of them, and I love the way they look with the plant. So I'll probably be bringing, and they're all different color variations. This is a planter that I have gravitated toward for years. I'm just really happy that it worked out well. I've tried some other planters; they don't look as good, but this one worked out with this particular plant. All right, so right now we're looking for 36 or more. Petey Pat's Picking has the high bid at 35 right now. I'm going to start the countdown. And remember, you may use it just in case. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And the great thing about this is since nothing's glued in, you can reposition it all. If you want the mushroom to be somewhere else or you want the plant to be somewhere else, that's all up to you. So I should also mention this will always ship a priority because it needs to get to you in a short amount of time. And if I will look at the weather in your area before I ship it, and if you are going through a cold spell, I will ship it with a heat pack.
All right.
Okay, so I see Steel Whisper had a 35, Tumbleweed had a 39, D Steel Whisper came back in at 40. So this is yours for 40. Thank you so much.
And you know what, Karen, you're right. I think the Pixie was waiting on their loved one to pick them up. They're going out for a nice steak dinner. They're going to go hang out. It's going to be a good time. So, all right, Bill, I'm going to bring my fairy lamp. So,
All right.
lamp is going to start at $30. And before we get into the nitty gritty, a lot of times these little egg-shaped ones at the feet in the scallop parts, they get a little chip on them. So just want to let you guys, I got to find it here first. There's a little chip right here. Hopefully I can get it to show. It's a little chip right. It's not going to show. Let me take it apart. As with satin, it's easy to see the chip because then it's not satin there anymore. So right, I'm going to make sure I find it there. So it's right here at my fingertip. It's right there on that little scalloped bottom. There you go. You can see it right there in the light. So you can see the little chip right there. Not only is this a cute little Fenton fairy lamp, it is in the pink daisy pattern. It is hand painted. It is also signed on the inside. This is their custard glass, and this is like their yellow custard. This probably dates to the 1970s or the 1980s. It has that little chip there, and there's a little bit of staining here on the inside. I think from a previous votive candle, you know how they have metal there on the base. I think it did discolor a little bit. Maybe a little magic eraser could take that out. This one is not stamped Fenton on the bottom, so that means this would have had a paper label. The chimney here has no damage at all on it. No damage at all. You can see that it is signed inside here by the artist. And the most that I could make out by the artist is K was the name. So her name was K and D-A-W. So it's K and her last name started with a D. So a lot of Fenton collectors like to collect their favorite artists. So hopefully that helps. Oh, I'm getting there, Dawn. I'm getting to the best part. So just $30 on this. And this is the smaller one. And it has the frit. So it has the frit on each one of these little flowers, as you can see, which is actually crushed glass added to the paint. And again, you're seeing these right now that these are pink daisies. And when we get out the black light, something's about to change, which I think is super neat. It doesn't happen on a lot of these. So I thought the pink and the color, you're exactly right, Deanna. I thought this would be great to go on a Valentine's display with the pink. I just thought it would definitely offset your reds and stuff. So of course we all know Fenton, and we know that these do.
Oh my gosh.
Glow. Yeah, these definitely glow. And what's so great about these is if you saw in my reel, the flowers, oh Lord, that hurts my eyes. So they glow like, I'm talking like nuclear.
Glow. Nuclear glowing.
They do. But when it's under black light, the flowers turn blue. The flowers turn blue. So it has that gorgeous Vaseline, that gorgeous glow, and I can't seem to get it because it is so bright. So designs by Diana. I see you 30. Thank you so much. But each one of these flowers here, they turn like a royal blue, and it's not going to show it. You can kind of see it start to change a little bit. I know everybody needs their sunglasses. So it starts to change, but you have to take my word for it. When you have it in your little black light display, each one of those flowers is going to turn like a cobalt blue, which I think is really neat. I also love how transparent. Shane, thank you so much. I see you're 31. We're looking for 32 or more. Diana, I see you back at 42. What I love is that these give such a great glow in the chimney. And just remember, there's that little chip there on the bottom. And they have this great almost diamond point basket weave base on all of these. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go back to 33. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything there. Yep, I'll get you at 33. And then, yeah, so we're 33. We're looking for 34 or more, unless I missed a bit in there. I don't think I missed anything.
Diane also did 42.
Oh, yep, she did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but I think she outbid herself, and I think she meant to put in a 33. So we'll bump it back to 33, and we're looking for 34 or more because there wasn't one in between there. I don't think so. But Diane, just remember, if you do put in a bid like that, it will count. So, but we're at 33, looking for 34 on the Fenton fairy lamp. Again, I haven't had one of these ones with the pink flowers on before. So I don't know how rare they are. Man, I'm just having a night tonight with the focusing. There you go. And you can see
beautiful.
All of that is frit on there. Beautifully hand painted. So Patty, thank you for 35. We're looking for 36 or more. Again, there's no damage to the chimney. It is hand painted. This is probably from the 1970s. And the only issue is that little chip there on the foot, which you honestly do not see when it is sitting. And again, before we do a countdown, we'll show you that, oh boy, it does. It definitely does glow.
Grady says that's like a Pink Floyd light show. And that is definitely a show I want to go to. My favorite band of all time.
It is. Like I can't, you can see the glow show. So, all right, gang, we are at 35. You're all right. We're just going to do a countdown. So we're looking for 36 or more. Now's when you guys want to throw in those just in cases. So, Lisa, I see you're 36. We're looking for 37 or more. Throw in your just in case if you're interested. So we're at 37 with Diane. Thank you so much. Let's count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I kind of like playing with the black light. But overall good condition. It is hand painted. It is Fenton. The only issue is on that little foot. There's that little chip. So we see you're just in case of 41. So then we're just waiting on that bid end on the Fenton fairy lamp. And you guys can collect all sorts of different when I mean patterns, like the different patterns on the front. So, Lisa, I'm sorry, your 42 came in after the bid end. So it looks like it is going to Diane for $37. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
That's a great purchase. Congratulations.
All right, Gary.
Yeah. Ooh, sometimes you just get so distracted, right? I love pieces like that are so feminine, those pretty flowers, and then the glow, Yeah. $15. I am starting this. I brought so much pink. I thought I needed to bring something a little, brown. This is a Bakelite jewelry box, trinket box. It is made in the USA. It is made and marked on the inside of the lid. That's Hickok is the company. They made a lot of men's like cufflinks and jewelry. So this would have been like a, little box that it would have come with or to put on your dresser. And then you've got the, I guess that's the deer. What is it? A stag and a doe, right? So really pretty raised. And then it's got these patterns in it. It measures about 4.5 and it's about 2 inches tall. And then this way it's about 3 inches. So just a nice little size. But I like too that it's flat on this side. So you can display it. Like if you want to have it just propped up to show the scene, which is really pretty. And they are deer, but they this one, especially if you're a horse lover, I think it has a nice crossover. And what's that?
I was going to say this would be great to put your Valentine's Day gift in. It doesn't have to be just given to a man. It could be given to a woman. How great would this be if you had jewelry and gave it to them in a vintage jewelry box?
Bakelite jewelry, and then put it in the Bakelite. And I think you mostly all know, but Bakelite's just an early plastic, but it helps you identify too that it's an older piece because I don't know why they stopped making it. Do you know why they stopped? Maybe they've moved on.
I think they found that it wasn't as sturdy as some of the newer plastics and it wasn't as easier to make. So they refined it differently. And I think it had to do with the chemicals that was in it. That's my understanding. Also the war. I think it had to do something with World War II.
Yeah. So yeah, so it is marked made in the USA. I left this sticker on. I don't know if this sticker was like somebody's price tag at one point or part of it. So you could clean that off. I just like to kind of leave it as I mean, I clean things, but I don't like to take off anything that might be a sticker. But I don't think it might have even, I don't know what it is, but it does say made in the USA.
Jason, you get the prize for the day. It is because of the war.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought, because they had to do with the way they made it. There was something for the war effort that stopped it. Then they started making plastic a more cheaper, easier way than the way they created the Bakelite. I didn't sit in an antique store for 15, 20 years to not learn a few things. Thank you. Thank you.
It is. That has to be the best. That's how I would learn, because not like all at once, but you just talking to customers, talking to dealers, just really slowly kind of taking it all in.
The amount of arguments at my counter over who thought they were right, not me, but other folks, like, we would debate almost any and everything out until we figured it out. So yeah. Yep.
So funny. So yeah, so it is marked. If there is no interest, that is A-okay. I just thought it'd be a nice. What's that?
There's a bid coming in.
There is. You're just not seeing it yet because of the lag. There we go. We got Becky at 15.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Becky. I think it's a beautiful piece. I will start a countdown. If you want to put it just in case, feel free with the lag in case somebody else jumps in. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Do you see the question, Jason, about how long you've had your business?
I have been reselling since I was in my 20s. So I've been reselling for over 20 years. And myself and Tina have owned our brick and mortar. It'll be 16 years now. It'll be 16 years that we have, but we've been selling in that same store for 20 years.
Yeah, she said, it looks like a horse, right?
Yep.
And it's not, it's a deer, but.
Bid end.
Bid end. Thank you so much, Becky.
Congratulations, Becky. You're going to enjoy that. All right, Bill. How much, sir?
$32, Jason. But I just wanted to say, after college, I joined Peace Corps and I went to Africa for a few years, and you only get to take 2 bags with you. But the one thing I did take were all of my Pink Floyd cassettes. I think I had 12 of them. That could have been so many other important things I needed to live on, but I couldn't leave them at home. I had to take them with me. And that's when we had cassettes and Walkmans, so that was a while ago.
I don't know. What's that? I don't know that. I think I'm too young to understand cassette.
Remember
you had a boombox on your shoulder.
Do you remember when they would come unwound and you had to rewind them with your pencil eraser, stick it in the little, and yeah. Those were the days.
I don't know if we have any Pyrex people in the room tonight, but I've had this for a while, and I really just wanted to move it along. And if you know anything about this particular piece, this is something you should snag if you collect the Amish butter print pattern. Just do a little Googling online about this and you'll find it out. I do want to point out, before anybody decides to bid, you can see a little bit of rubbing across the paint, starting with his shovel over to the first group of wheat. And it is picking it up pretty nicely. But other than that, the paint is in great condition. It doesn't have the dishwasher wear that we see, but there is that one rub line on the front. So this is the butter dish with the cover and the tray all in one, starting at $32. If there are any collectors here today and want this to add to their collection. So it is 2 inches tall. It fits 1 stick of butter, obviously, and it is 7 inches long. Obviously, it is marked Pyrex. And again, I just want to move my Pyrex along. So if there are resellers here today, this might be a good thing to think about as well. Because if you have the right, I lost my focus. If you have the right audience, you should be able to do very well with this piece.
Yeah, they've really gone up in price. I remember back in the day, 32 would have been a steal, not anymore. Now it's a really, really, really steal.
I just don't understand the price for this online. I don't know. The butter dish is one of the pieces they didn't make as many of.
Right.
And this is one of the desirable patterns in Pyrex right now. So I get it from that perspective, but I could never pay $200 for a butter dish. It just doesn't make sense.
They didn't they didn't make it as long as the other ones.
Yeah.
And then when they did make it, they didn't produce as many as the other patterns.
Karen, I also believe in butter dishes. I believe all the butter should be in a butter dish. We always have one in our house. I think that they're really, really cool. And it's kind of, for me, nostalgic. Both my grandmothers use them. So,
but do you leave the butter out all the time?
Hey, I grew up on a farm. We made butter.
Okay.
So
All right. You're full. That's hardcore, Bill. There's people that refuse it.
But also, remember, you all have to remember, I have a PhD in nutrition and health. So it's not dangerous. People think it is, but it's not. Nope. It's not. So,
it's so soft. Just slice it right
I can't stand putting hard butter on anything. And when you put it in the microwave, it gets too soft.
Yep.
It's nice when it's room temperature. I agree. Yeah, Shannon, I agree. Leave the butter out. Okay, so again, Pyrex isn't something that we typically do well with over here on YouTube, but I did want to see if someone was interested in this, and we do have someone who's interested. So I'm going to start a countdown so we can move it along. So we're looking for 33 or more, and if you are an activator, you can use a just in case. What'd she say? Yes, you must just butter out.
She'll fight you. Don't make me put cold butter on my bread.
Controversy.
Yeah, I agree. This is like the new eggnog. Yeah.
Way to go, Bill. Stir the hornet's nest.
Interesting that they're both dairy, too.
This is true.
Okay, so we're looking for 33 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We may need to do a Pink Floyd themed show at some point. We've got a lot of lovers in the chat.
Oh boy! As long as we drink eggnog while we do it, Bill.
No, that was 2022, Jason.
Okay.
2023. Pink Floyd. I used to listen to The Wall every day after high school. You know, we don't need no education, and then I became a teacher.
Okay, there's the bid end. Kathy, you didn't need your just in case. Congratulations. This is coming to you. Thank you so much for your bid.
All right, Kathy, that's yours for 32. All right, I'll get myself going here. My next item is going to be $10, and it's going to be choice. And it's going to be choice on some ephemera, and it's going to be choice on some older ephemera. So there's our bid end again, and then $10 choice. And it's going to be on postcards. And it's going to be on some I know for a fact one of these is from 1919. I'm dating the rest of these to about the 1920s. So it's going to be choice on the Bathing Beauty postcards, and this is your first choice. So it's this gorgeous. She's very, the way they colored these, because they would have been black and white, and then they colored them. So this is your first choice at $10. This one is unused. So that's also why the price point. You don't find these that often that are unused. And I thought these would be great, especially if you guys collect mermaids, if you guys are nautical, if you do pinups. I thought these would look great framed and put in your mermaid bathroom, but this is your first choice. There is no maker on the back of this. No maker on the back of this. It is stamped here on the front, and all I could make out was Cape. I think it's Copa 1919, but I could not make out, and I even tried my camera. It was too distorted there. So if anyone else can make that out, Pam, thank you. I see your 10, but this one is dated 1919, and I could at least make out the Copa part on it. And then it's also marked 19-11. But I just think these are super unique, especially, if you guys, I collect shore point things, boardwalk things. These just remind me of like Atlantic City and the East Coast. So there she is. This one is really great as well. This one is actually stamped Austria. Yeah, stamped Austria on the back. And this one has the mica glitter detailing. So that is original, because that, on some of these, that's what they did. And she's actually on a wicker basket, which I find really interesting. Now, locally here, I know they used wicker baskets down on the Atlantic City boardwalk. So I almost have to laugh and think in my mind that this is one of the baskets that got away. And she's just, sitting on it being all, funny. And of course, we can date it with these one-piece, bathing suits too. So this is definitely 1920. So, and this one here on the back is all written in the foreign language, and it is marked Austria right there in the corner. And also this one is not used except for on the front here. Somebody wrote from a friend. So, and I'm not sure that would be original. That seems like it was written on there from a friend. So I thought that was super unique. And then this one, and all of these measure the quintessential size of a postcard. They all come in right about 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. This one I thought was really unique. And this one has American writing on the back. So this one is printed here in the USA. This one has a nude. So she is nude, very risque, very Art Nouveau feeling. And I love the way it is colored. It almost gives an effect of like a morning fog to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I just think this is really unique. There is a little bit of foxing here in the corner on this one. Other than that, there are no creases. There's no water damage. There's no funky smells. But if you guys, like the Flapper Girl, the Nouveau, kind of heading into deco feel and decorate, these would look great framed in your decor. I also think they would look great in a changing room. They'd look great in a walk-in, if you guys decorate that like walk-in closet area, or if you guys have like a bathroom that has mermaids by chance or a nautical theme. I just think these are super unique, and I've never really seen one of the bathing beauties here with the frit on it. So again, I'm trying to just branch out and try some different things, some different postcards. And I think these are super unique, really great to frame. And they are all three.
Are more than postcards. They're so beautiful.
They are. They're almost like portraits. They're almost like those.
Such beautiful because of the hand coloring. They're just stunning.
Right. And I do also love the fact that, a lot of the pinups are always, this is your quintessential woman. The way, this is the way they would have looked on the beach. So that's what I love as well, too, because I think they're just beautiful. All three of them, all different. It's not like some weirdness. I just think they're really neat. If you guys decorate in Nouveau or turn of the century stuff or anything like that, they're just going to look great. So, and they would look great also in those little card holders too. So let's do a countdown on these. We're at 12, looking for 13. It's on choice. Let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. The fact that they're colored, I think, is even better, is because usually when you do find these, they're all in black and white. So, I mean, Sherry, you do ephemera. Would that have meant they would have been more expensive back in the day if they would have had that detailing?
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah. And I think, too, the reason, I don't know the exact, but there was a time period, I don't remember off the top of my head, that you were not allowed to write on the back of the postcard anything except for the address.
Gotcha.
And that's why a lot of times you'll see the writing on the front.
Okay, so that could be why it said
had to write it on the front. And then I think it's when they switched to divided postcards where there's a line and suddenly it was like you could put the address
and then over here. Gotcha.
And I don't remember the date of when that switched.
All right, so Smalls, you got the top bid at 13, so that means you get choice. So I have it written down here. This one is make sure I'm right here. Yes, that is the one from 1919. So this is letter A. If you're interested in that, just put in letter A. This one is the one that is stamped Austria. So just put in letter B if you're interested in that one. And then this one I had down as the nude. So this one would be C. So I'll make it easy for you there in the chat. Put A, B, or C. And you can definitely take all three if you're interested. And then Pam, you'll have backup on whatever's left. So Smalls, this one would be your choice for C. This one is your choice for B. And then this one is your choice for A. And just bear with us with the chat here because there is a lag.
So beautiful.
And then if you could let me know, Pam, just keep an eye in your mind or keep an eye on the chat and let me know which ones you were interested in. So this one is A. So Smalls, if you're interested, just put in the letter A. This one is letter B. And then this one is letter C. So whichever one or ones you're interested in, I'm trying to watch my phone as well so we can get through those. Okay, so you want A and C. Gotcha. So that's A and C. So then it looks like, okay, so Pam, you could have this one at your 12. So Pam, if you're interested in this one at 12, just let me know. This one is B. This one is B. And then back up after you, Pam, if you're not interested, would be Lucinda. And then we're back with Pam. And I think that was all the active bidders.
Yeah.
All right. We got you. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you all for all the bids. I appreciate you. All right, Sherry.
$18 start, Jason.
Gotcha.
I know. I had to bring a Pixie planter, but now I feel so boring, Bill. I should have, like, you know.
Oh, this is a good one, Sherry.
I'm so boring. It's just empty. So this is a Gilner pottery, and it is marked that on the bottom. If you know Gilner pottery, they were a California company from like 1934, I think, to like 58. There was a fire. So it's a really limited time that Gilner was produced, because after the fire, I don't think they never came back, I think, right? So this has got like the bamboo. I don't know if it's like a boat or a canoe with this pixie-ish. This is like
Gilner faces are so good. They, you know, Treasure Craft tried to look like this, but Gilner, they're so good.
Bill likes Gilner. what pottery with pixies, right? They're kind of known for their little, so cute. No real condition issues. Really good shape. No chips, no cracks. It's about 3.5 inches tall to the top of the head and about 6 inches wide.
Kind of
No
looks like he's
mineral
on
deposits.
Is it just me, or does he look like he's on a banana boat? That always reminds me of like a banana boat almost.
Yeah, I don't know if in this particular one they were trying to go for like an Asian theme with the bamboo and the 40s, 50s version of what that would be. The face is bisqued, so it's clean. It's just, you can kind of see that's how they made them. Really cute. No, I'm looking. We're still on Pink Floyd. I love it. It's so fun. Like, what can, it's like, I would not have guessed. Like, I love Pink Floyd. Like, how many people in this chat all like that one? It's cool. Always fun to see what people are interested in. All right. So I see a couple bids. Becky, Laura, thank you very much. I am going to start a countdown so we can move it along. Again, it's Gilner Pottery, California, and it is marked. And it's just a really nice little planter. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, everyone, for your bids. Thanks, Deanna, for the bid ending.
I hope they're all coming in
Thanks
at once
for the
here.
Pink Floyd memories. You know what? We're all going to, I'm going to have to listen to Pink Floyd. Probably not tonight. It'll be bedtime. But tomorrow, I know what I'm listening to.
You mean you don't listen to Pink Floyd every day?
I know. I'm sorry. I bring boring planters that are empty. The planter's not boring, just the presentation. Wait, where's my... Nope, too little. There's the bid end. So Laura had, just in case, the 32. So this is coming to Laura for 26, right?
You got it, Sherry.
Thank you, Laura.
All right, Bill.
So these are not for sale, but this is just how fanatical I am about Pink Floyd. If you love Pink Floyd and you don't have these beer glasses, there are 4 of them. I only have 3, but they're pretty special. They're the only glasses I won't drink out of. I just look at them. I just look at them. Okay, so Jason, I'm going to start this at 36.
Okay.
And I have for your consideration.
Someone just threw down Grateful Dead over Pink Floyd.
Oh, I know. That's a whole
real
other,
in the chat, guys. Gloves
that's a
are
whole
off.
other conversation. I have this little ceramic Cupid. If anyone is interested. Now, many of you might recognize this. This is a Wade Whimsy. This is one of the 12 pieces that come from the calendar series. And if you don't know, these came in red rose tea. And they were meant to be, they have these ribbed bottoms, and they were meant to be match strikers so that you could light your kettle. You could light the stove and make your tea. And again, this comes from a series called the Calendar series. So there's this little dude and 11 other ones that come in this series. And the Calendar series has a figurine for each month of the year. And usually that figurine represents a major holiday or observance that happens in that month. And you might think I'm crazy for offering the Cupid for $36, but I'm not just offering the Cupid. I have the entire year of
I knew
figurines.
you were going to do that, Bill. I knew it. I knew it. Because I'm sitting here thinking, wait a minute. Now, I know these are getting a little harder to find, but I know they were getting $36 harder to find.
I'm thinking, dang, I'm selling mine.
Me too. I got two sitting over here for an upcoming sale. I was like, bring it in, Daddy. Bring it in. Oh, my God.
Well, again, there are 12 of them. So if you divide the cost, and this is a full set, you don't need to look for any of them. And it has some of the harder ones to find. So starting over here for January, there's a snow person. February is the Cupid, which you just saw. March is this playful little leprechaun. April has the Easter bunny. May has this little girl in purple holding a Mother's Day bouquet. June is a graduation cap on a stack of books. July is Uncle Sam. Poor August, because August doesn't have a holiday, has a sandcastle. But last year, many of you might remember that we made August the month of amber. So while it's not truly amber, it's yellowish.
It's the beach, Sherry. You're right. Even though he doesn't want to represent the beach or that holiday.
Who has a thing against the beach?
He does.
It's hot and sandy and salty now.
No, it's food
and be the whole holiday as you go to the beach.
Oh my God.
You guys, I was supposed to mention September and you were talking and you got mad. September, and that's the great thing about Wade's, if you don't know, you can barely ever break them. Yeah. September is a scarecrow. And the last three get a bit harder to find because by the end of the year, the company just started making fewer of them. So October is represented by this little kitty hopping out of a pumpkin. I never remember the name of that month. November is a turkey for Thanksgiving, and December is the Christmas tree. So this is an opportunity for someone to grab the entire set of 12 all at one price. I spent... That scarecrow doesn't want to stay.
No.
I spend quite a bit of time trying to put these sets together because I'm at antique stores a lot. And those of you who go shopping a lot know that oftentimes stores will put these, different shops will put these near the cash register. Mm-hmm. And I can't help myself when I see them. So I just get them. And there are also a lot of other series, if you don't know. There's an Endangered Animals of North America series. There is a series on sea creatures. There's another one for nursery rhymes. There's just a bunch of these fun things to collect. And they usually have between 8 and 12 pieces in the series. There's a Noah's Ark. There's a pet shop. There's just a lot of them. And they've been making these for about 40 years now. All right, so I see that there's some interest, and I kind of don't want to keep holding it because the scarecrow's only going to last for a couple more drops until he decides.
Uncle Sam seems shaky.
Uncle Sam is shaky, but I don't think he's going to fall.
I said shaky, not shaking.
All right, so Joanne has the high bid right now at 39, so we'd be looking at 40 or more. Remember, you can use it just in case. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, Joy, yes, I meant to mention that. So Wade's been open all of these years. They actually are making those we're making those gluggle jugs, if you know what those are. Up until recently, they did close at the end of last year. So this is the time if you want one of those gluggle jugs that look like a fish that make the glug glug sound when you pour them out. This is the time to go on Amazon and buy them because I bet they're going to get really scarce and they're fun. Okay, so there is the bid end. Lori came in with a bid of 60. So Lori, these are yours. Thank you so much.
All right, congratulations. And gang, if you guys purchased from us, our emails are all right here below us. Make sure you send us some information. We're going to need your YouTube name, your full address, your PayPal email. And also, please give us all a follow. All of our links are in the description of this video. Myself and Bill are over here on YouTube. All three of us are on Whatnot, except Tina is the one over on Whatnot. All those links are in the description, and we are all over on Instagram, and we would all appreciate the follows. So all you got to do is go down there and go boop, 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 click, 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 and you can follow
that
us
would be
all.
great. I'm only like 20 subscribers away from my next milestone on YouTube, so that would be really fun.
Please, please give Bill a follow. He's putting out some really, really good content too. So please make sure you check out his videos. So my next is going.
Melissa, Melissa, it's like a jug that you can pour your water out of, and it's a fish, and it really does glug when you're pouring.
But you have to pour it a certain way, is what I've been told. You have to do it a certain way.
You have to practice, but you can do it.
All right. So my next item is going to start at $20. It's going to be $20 choice. So I love Fenton milk glass. So it's going to be choice on the Fenton milk glass stretch vases or swung vases or bud vases. All the above, that's what they've been called. I love milk glass, especially when you pair it with reds for Valentine's Day. So where did those Pixies go? So in my promos, I showed these in there, and they actually looked pretty doggone good in there. So if you can imagine, you could pop those little Pixies in the tip right there. And what makes these kind of unique is that this one has the scalloped bottom, or let's call it the flowered bottom. The other one is the rounded bottom. So some folks try to collect, a variation. Some just like this bottom, some like the other one, plus each one of the tops. These are very mid-century style mouths on these. Each one of these measures about 10 inches tall. This one, if I can get the light to catch it, this one is stamped Fenton. You can just see the ring right in the middle there, right there. This one is stamped Fenton. So this one is after 1971 or 1970, whichever the cutoff is, but it's in really, really good condition. This would look great with any of your red glass heading into Valentine's Day, because I think when you pair the really dark ruby reds with this, it almost starts to make it pink out a little bit, look a little more muted with pink, but it looks good. So there's your first choice. Your second choice, I didn't think so. This one does not have the Fenton stamp on the bottom. So this one would have had a paper label, and this one has a really different, some of these just have the plain round mouths. Whenever I find them, I try to make sure they're a little unique. That's got a cute little bud there at the top. Super great. Again, milk glass looks really good this time of the year if you pair it with your blues, pair it with your reds. Even if you guys had like this in front, I just think that looks so great together. The blue neek, it pulls out the white. So sometimes I think poor milk glass gets a bum rap, but it's definitely gorgeous, in very good condition. It's Fenton, so it's high quality, and I'll hold it this way. This one is 10 inches. This one is not marked Fenton on the bottom. And again, you can see the mouth on that. And I didn't measure. I think they're about an inch. They're just at an inch or right below an inch, the mouth. So I see your 20. Thank you so much. I completely drew a blank. Sorry about that. It's getting late in my evening. So thank you, Sean, for 20. Thank you so much. I see your 20. And then this is the other one that is a flowered bottom. So we're just looking for 21 or more, and that's going to be on choice of the two Fenton. Then they both measure just about the same. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 21 or more. So let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Les, thank you. I see your 21.
Did you see that message that she wrote too? Because I thought that was spectacular as well.
No, I didn't.
She bought your hobnail swung glass pitcher, remember?
Yes, you did.
Gorgeous piece.
Yes, you did. And that was one that I kind of miss it a little less. That one's getting a little, yes. I know, Susan. I'm sorry. Wake up. You're right. So Sean, I see you're just in case of 30. So there's the bid end. So it looks like you get first choice at 22. So at 22, this one is the flowered bottom. So if you're interested in that one, just put in A, and you can have the flowered bottom. And then this one is the rounded bottom. So that one would be letter B. So the flowered one or the scalloped bottom one, if you're interested in that, just put in A. And that's going to be at $22. Put in A. Or if you're interested in just the bulbed, the round bottom, that one is going to be letter B. or you can take both. You can absolutely have both because they are different. All right, I got you for A. So that one is yours. So Les, you have backup at 21. If you're interested in the round bottom one, which I think still would look great with yours, you could definitely have this one at 21. And I think those were the only two that were bidding in there. Yep. So Les, I'll watch the chat. If you're interested in that at your bid of 21, that one could be yours.
She wants it.
All right, Les. Thank you so much, guys. All right, Sherry.
All righty. My next one's a biggie. 25 is what I'm asking, Jason.
Oh, so pretty.
This is a piece of crewel needlework. It is about 12 inches and it's about 21 and a half inches tall. So it's big. It is beautiful. It is from 1996 because to my sister with love from Tilly in 1996, but sister doesn't want it anymore. I love crewel and it's becoming more and more popular. I think this one is just so pretty with the butterflies and then the flowers and then another butterfly and another butterfly. And I think it was kind of amazing for 1996, for the 90s. The frame is gold, but it's got a little bit of the black and brown tones in it. So it's not, you know how in the 90s, a lot of things was framed in that really shiny gold. So I feel like this fits in with a lot. It's a little more subtle, right? I just was thinking wall decor because that's what I do in January. I look around in my house once I haven't taken all my Christmas down yet, but it feels so empty, right? You're like, wait, I have nothing in my house. And I always end up redoing everything in January. So I thought I would see if there are any crewel fans. This one is really well done. The crewel is different because it's got like the stitches are a little bit thicker. I'm not an expert, but this is just what I know. So it has a little more dimension to it. Yeah, hours. It's beautiful. I mean, to be honest, the only reason I'm not keeping it is I have a lot of crewel pieces that my grandmother made. So grandma will win over Tilly, although Tilly did a very nice job, but you got to, you can't beat something your grandma made.
Right.
And I have a lot. My grandmother, she did needlepoint every single night. She just did so many pieces. So I thought I would bring it and see if there is interest. It's just such a beautiful way to add another kind of layer. If you don't collect any of the needlework, it's like it adds a softness to your decor. As people were asking me earlier, I love doing gallery walls. This is up in my office. I like because I can do all smalls, but then on bigger walls, you can do different big pieces. So I just really like having a wall with them. Yeah, Karen, so it's full, right? It's hard to keep adding. I still have room. So if it doesn't sell, I'll be okay. But it just adds like a warmth and another layer to it. And this one is just such a pretty shade of blue. And then, the 3 different butterflies and the blossom. Do we know what kind of blossoms these are, Bill?
They're on a tree, so I actually don't know what those colors would be.
Maybe it's made up, right? Yeah. I love the needlework, and it's getting harder to. It's not hard to find, but it's starting to get snatched up quicker.
Yeah, but more
it's supposed to be cherry blossoms, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, artistic liberty.
And that blue is a matte, right?
Yeah, this is a blue matte.
Swap out if that's not the color in your decor. Imagine like a black one would be really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. This stitching is blue, but you could change it. Yeah. And whoever purchases it. If you want me to take it out, I can to save on shipping. I don't always recommend that because if you like the frame, and I can always send you more pictures tomorrow if you wanted, to really decide, depending where you live, because I know it's going to be a higher ship item because I don't think I can get it. You know how you have to be under 36 inch total dimension, but this is 12 inches by almost 22. So it's pretty much not going to happen when you leave cushioning. But if you like the frame, I always think it's better to pay the shipping because if you went to go get it framed, you're going to pay way more. Even if I ship this to California, if you like the frame, you're never going to get something framed because you're going to have to get a custom frame.
You're right, Sherry.
Sherry, do you have a Snoopy mug coming up?
I do. That's coming up next.
That's the last. Yep.
Yep.
She saw it on my Instagram. Alrighty. It is getting late. I see you, Lisa, for 25. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's pricey to frame something like that, right? Like Jamie, like whatever it would cost to ship, you're still better off if you like the frame. If you don't, I like it because, like I said, most of the 90s was really bright gold, which isn't my thing. Okay, looking for 26 or more. 15, 14, 13. I've been doing this for a year, people. 12, 11. I just messed up again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Me and counting.
You were fun. No, I think I was out of sorts last week. I feel a little out of sorts this week. Like literally that time off, literally it was hard to reset the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
everyone
right,
in the chat's talking about the price of framing, and you're right.
Yeah.
This is like if you went to Michael's to get this done, this would be $100 easy.
I think actually it'd be hard to get it framed and matted for $100 at Michael's, even with the coupon. But yeah.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. All righty. Thank you so much, Lisa.
All right. Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right,
22, Jason. And if
Got it.
anyone is a collector of the Kitschy condiment containers out there tonight, I have this little fella. He is the relish, or she is the relish. And believe it or not, we are accustomed to seeing these sorts of things from PY and Holt Howard and DeForest. But this particular one is a Napco.
Wow.
Yeah, really, really fun. And it does have a spoon in it. Without a doubt, it is not the spoon that it came with, but it's the spoon I got it with. So I will send the spoon along with it. But it does have, the hole to put a spoon in. And if you wanted, these probably were originally plastic, really hard plastic spoons. That's what Napco tended to do with these condiment containers. But just a really fun thing if you're someone who has a little collection of Pixie ware, or the DeForest knockoff Pixie ware, or PY Anthropomorphic fruit, salt and pepper shakers, just so many different things that this would look good with. And of course, it is fun, absolutely fun, but also functional vintage, and it's in great condition. I should point out, I see some crazing on the inside, but not so much that I'd be worried actually about putting real relish in here at my picnic. So if you wanted to use it, you could, but it also could be storage for lots of other things. But it's the face. I mean, it's the face, it's those pursed lips. It's just adorable. I don't know if it's meant to make it look almost like a hamburger, but it sort of does to me. At least the top part looks like a bun. I don't know if that's supposed to be something akin to a pickle or something, but it is cute nonetheless.
Bill, this one always reminded me of like the Campbell Soup kids, like a little chubby little kid with his cheeks full of relish. That's what it always reminded me of. Yeah,
and a nice Napco sticker on the bottom. Just really fun to tuck in if you're someone who has a little display of these sorts of things. And, nice because Napco didn't do a ton of different designs. The other companies I mentioned earlier are really the pioneers in this sort of ceramic. But to find it in such good condition with no chips or cracks or hairlines, I just was so pleased to be able to bring it in such good condition. As you can see, the paint is also in really great condition. Nothing that I would actually say is worth mentioning. I did have to clean this one up a little bit. He was a dirty boy, but he's good now. Thank you for that reminder, Karen. That is very helpful.
Thank you.
Okay, so I see that we have a bidder. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So we're looking for 23 or more. And remember, if you are an active bidder, you could use it just in case. So yeah, it does look like the Campbell Soup. I agree. Yep. I agree. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. bid
I
end.
don't know why I'm counting down. We don't count down, but yet I'm still counting down. Unless you're right, the olives and using this as barware would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Can you see it peeking over the bar cart?
Oh my God, that'd be so great.
So cute. Yeah. Agree. So Jason has one more item, and then we're entering our final round of the night. There is Deanna's bid end. Thank you so much, Deanna, for sticking with us tonight, and Karen as well. So Melissa, this is yours for 22. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. And my next item is I have another piece of glass. I kind of doubled up on my Fenton tonight. So hopefully there's some Fenton lovers here with us. This is going to start at $20. This is marked Fenton here on the back. Let me see. There you go. You guys can see the round Fenton mark. This is their butterfly pattern. They made a lot of different pieces with the butterfly. They even had, I think this was their way of competing with Westmoreland. So if you remember, David had some of the Westmoreland butterflies, I think in that 1970s into the 80s with all these mist colors and these satin colors. I think this was Fenton's attempt to compete with them. But I think this is great as we're heading into spring. I think this would be great in your spring decor. This is their double-handled. This is what they call their bonbon dish. It's also a trinket dish. It could be used for a magnitude of different things. Joanne, thank you. I see you're 20. Let me see if I can show you here. It is a flying butterfly, and it is from the side. Boy, that seems very, very, there we go. See if I can show you. There's that. And then there's full butterflies all around the inside, all around the outside rim here on the inside of the dish. It is a scalloped dish, and it is in the blue, and it is in the blue custard. It does not glow. It does not have a glow to it. If anything, it probably would just glow like a purple. So it might glow like a purple hue to it. Super good condition. The thing I love about the satin glass is it's very easy to clean. If it gets, dusty, if it gets scuffed, it's easy to wipe off with a magic eraser. This measures about 8.5 inches wide by about 3 inches tall.
Yeah, they are just bugs with nice wings, aren't they, Patty?
Yes.
When you really think
they
about
are.
it.
So let me see if I can have the light catch. I just think this is really, especially the blue and heading into spring, but I just thought this blue would look great with your reds and your whites. That's what I was thinking, with the milk glass, how great the things pair together. Just super great. And Fenton is really, really becoming collectible again. There was a downtime for a while, but I'm super happy that Fenton is becoming as popular as it used to be again. No damage on the underside. Sometimes these rims get a chip on them. But again, this is their bonbon dish. And let me hold the butterfly correctly so you can see. So we're at 20 with Joanne. Let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 21 or more. We are doing just in case. Some of those items may not be for sale, Laura. Some of those aren't for sale. Some of those are part of our collection. So, yeah. If they do, they'll be sold on the channel here. But that's our latest edition, our planter, and some of those, yeah. But Laura, if anything on that shelf becomes available, I'll make sure I tag you or send you an email so you know when it's coming to a sale. So we're at 20, looking for 21 or more. So Joanne, you might want to throw in a just in case. Let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yep, you're welcome. I will make sure to put a note down in my notes and I will message you. On the Fenton Bonbon Butterfly, and it is in the blue satin. And these are just so great. I just think they're so great. And they're very versatile. And it is functional vintage. So don't be afraid to throw some bonbons in this or some candies in this and use it. So Joanne, it looks like it's going to be yours. And there's the bid end. I just want to highlight it. So there's the bid end. And again, thank you guys for the bid ends. Joanne, congratulations. It's yours. All right, Sherry.
All righty. Starting this at 18. This is a Fire King mug. It's a Snoopy, which, that's my favorite. I love Snoopy so much. I love this. I think I'm allergic to mornings, which is just, me. So it's very fun. Remind your family, stay away because I haven't had my coffee yet. I just love, I've always loved Snoopy and now I have a beagle. So Well, she's not really a beagle. She's a mutt, but she looks like Snoopy. You know, my ginger dog, who's part beagle, literally will carry her dog bowl into the living room when she thinks it's dinner time. Like, you know how Snoopy would do that?
Mm-hmm. That's cute.
So it's about 4 inches tall. It's got the D handle, and it has no chips, no cracks, and the graphics in really good shape. You can see, you know, it's not really worn. It doesn't appear to have been dishwasher too often. And it is marked Fire King oven proof on the bottom.
Wow.
Are these oven proof though? Like when you have the, I mean, I wouldn't put it in the oven.
They're supposed to be, and that was just part. Yeah, they're supposed to be.
I mean,
you're
Pyrex
right.
is. Pyrex are.
Yeah, and they put it in. Okay.
Yeah,
I was just like, put Snoopy in the oven?
Oh, wow.
I was like, I don't like that at all. But yeah, it is. I don't think it's going to ever show up. Well, they're kind of, but it is Fire King marked.
I think they're safer to put maybe in the microwave than in an oven.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know. I mean, there's conflicting with it, but they are. That's what they were meant to be used for. So, there's some folks that say don't, but I do know you got to be careful with the old glass that if you take it from the refrigerator, don't put it right into a hot oven because then you are susceptible to it shattering. So, that I wouldn't do.
Too. Actually, modern stuff also doesn't like that temperature shock.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say, and then I will start a countdown. Thank you so much, everyone, for your bids. Is 4 inches is actually a nice size, you know, for like some of the vintage mugs are really small. So the 4 inches is a little bit bigger. So thank you so much, everyone, for your bids. Looking for 23 or more. 15, 14.
Karen, I love that.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid end. Can't wait for. I love coffee. Just the smell of the coffee wakes me up even before I drink it.
Do you guys remember a few years ago how they went on about there was going to be a coffee bean shortage and that coffee was going to become so expensive? Do you remember all that?
Yes. Has it happened? Hasn't happened yet.
No, I hope not. But I just remember the big controversy.
I remember hearing that too. That would panic me, I got to say. That's not good to be that concerned about my morning caffeine.
She had a just in case of 25, but her last bid was 22. So Tracy, you got it.
Thank you, Tracy.
All right. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
Yeah, congratulations, Tracy. And if anyone's still around from the conversation earlier and is wondering what those gluggle jugs look like, this is what it looks like. And actually, there's on this website, there's a really interesting video that shows you how to pour it correctly so that you can get it to make that glug glug sound. But look at all the different colors that these come in. And these are modern reproductions of a piece that they started making actually in the late 1800s. So, Jason, my last item is starting at 14, and I'm trying to find a home for this little lady. She needs someone to love her. She is a Japan ceramic. Beyond the fact that she was made in Japan, I do not know what manufacturer, but as you can see, she is covered in spaghetti detail, which I believe is mostly in good condition. The white that you're seeing around the base is just areas that didn't get painted. The only area on her where there may be some spaghetti loss is right here on the underside of her tail, but I'm not even sure if it was just not the paint that she got there. She might look a little grumpy to some. I agree, but look at her eyelashes and her freckles. I mean, yeah, this is like, you've been gone. This is what greets you when you come into the door, right? You've been gone all day. I'm hungry. I missed you. And it's time for you to play with me. That is exactly what she's thinking. Why am I calling her she, by the way? Because she has this cute little bonnet with a rose on it. And while I could wear one of those bonnets if I wanted to, I just get the sense that this little puppy is a she. But she is so cute. And I just love this like pillow effect of all of this spaghetti at the end of her paws. down here on the floor. Yeah, maybe she doesn't like her new kibble. Maybe she's trying to give her owner a message like it's time to go back to the steak dinners that we were having before, right?
Or like, when they shave them to get the big poof at the end
Oh,
for
yeah.
the poodles.
Yeah.
You didn't like your haircut.
I don't even know what kind of dog this would be. I'm used to seeing spaghetti on poodles, but I'm pretty sure this isn't a poodle,
The
right?
face is no, that's what I love about it. It's like, because the way the spaghetti is, it feels like how they do with the poodles.
Yeah.
But that's like more of a hound face.
Yeah, people listed it online as a hound, but again, I don't know.
But it's a little too pretty to be a hound. I say that as someone who only ever has hound dogs.
And I think this goes with the bee series. All the dogs that have the bee on them, and I almost think that's what's with the nose. Like she's all mad because she got stung on the nose by a bee. I think this is part of that bee series that they did.
There definitely was never a bee on her.
Right? Yeah, no. But I'm thinking that's what it is.
Yeah, she did get all prettied up, Robin, and then she slipped in the mud. All her spaghetti's really supposed to be white, and she got a little dirty. She is 3 inches tall, and she's just adorable. So this is our last round, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and end my last item. So we're looking for 17 or more on this little lady. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So there's a vote for her being a boxer.
Okay, I see that, Dawn.
Yeah. I can see boxer more than a hound, actually, because of the nose.
So we're just looking for the bid end, or right now a bid of 23 or more. All right.
So cute.
Yeah, it is really
That's hilarious, actually.
It is. Great for spring. Great in your spring decor.
So I don't know if you've been filtered, Deanna, or if you got kicked off. There it is. Thank you so much.
Yep.
So Karen, she's yours for 16. Thanks so much.
All right. Congratulations. And Melissa, your 24 came in right after the bid end. All right, gang. My last item tonight is going to start at $12. And guess what? It's a mermaid. And you know what that means. If Karen Williams is still here with us, get ready for a drink because it would be great for your mermaid bathroom. So this is super unique. This is probably from the 1980s. It is from the Jansco company, or actually I should say it's probably from 79 because I just saw there was a date on it. So this is from the Jansco company in 1979. She is a cute little mermaid belle. She's in really good condition. She is made of bisque. See if I put her in front of me so it focuses on her. So she's in really good condition. As you can see, I love the detailing. What I love on the back here is, and let me move there we go. She has this cute little there we go. Cute little, goodness gracious, the original tag. The cute little happy fish that's jumping out of the water right here on the back. So if you guys collect mermaids, this would go great with it. It's always good to have a house bell. There's no chips, there's no damage. It definitely rings well. It is 4 inches tall, as you can see. Her paint's in really good condition. When you do find these, especially some of the bisque figurines, sometimes the paint can be really matted, but she's in really good condition. She also has her original tag, as you can see. She is
adorabelles, because that's an adorable word.
Yep, she is. So, and I just love, they did really good detailing on her. You can just see she has the cute little shell up there by her ear. So good. Great detailing. They have the seaweed going around her head as if she has like a little headband on of it. Just really, really great. A lot of these different 70s and 80s ceramics are really coming back, really popular. It has a little mark on the inside, which is one of their little, I guess that's just a number 4. I don't know if that's from the factory or if that's that the previous owner did, but she's just super cute. $12, and it would help if I highlight. I thought it was highlighted. Sorry, gang, where did that go? I swear my computer's playing games with me. So maybe that's why we're not getting any bids, because it's not showing on the screen. So $12 on the mermaid bell, which I thought I had highlighted. So I'm very sorry about that. She is made by the Jansco Company, and she's from 1979. She does have her original tag, which I think is even better that we got the original tag, the original string on it. Again, she is a bell. She is bisque, and she measures just about 4 inches tall. So about 4 inches tall. Really cute mermaid. Really good condition. She does have her original clapper. Again, I showed you that cute little fish there in the back. But if there's no interest, she's going to come back in a few moments during the recap. But since I didn't have it highlighted, I just want to give it another second or so.
She's so sweet.
I know. She's got such an adorable face. Let me see if I can show you. There you go.
See, I think she's on her shell phone.
Well, actually, you know what, Sherry? I think she is. I think she's phoning a friend. I think she's, having her flounder buddy come over and hang out with her for the night. Again, there's no damage. There's no chips. There's no cracks. And she has her original tag.
Cute too.
Absolutely. But if there's no interest on her, she'll come back in a few moments for the recap. So, and I think we do have a recap, don't we, gang? I think we all have something, if I recall. So let's go ahead and start the recap. Bill, do you mind explaining how a recap works?
Yeah, first I want to say thanks for all the 103 of you who are still sticking with us. Yes. These tend to be long sales, and we really appreciate it when you're there just watching us and giving us encouragement. Even if you're not bidding, it's absolutely great to have so many people and such a great conversation. So this is the point in our broadcast where we bring back any items that weren't claimed earlier. Maybe you need a little bit more time to think about it, or maybe you weren't here earlier. So what we do is we will go in order and we will show you anything that wasn't claimed. We will say what the start price is. If you are interested in bidding, you can put your bid in the chat, and if you are the only bidder, that item goes to you. If another bidder or multiple bidders come in at around the same time, we will do a quick countdown. During that countdown, just in case is still an option, and at the end of the countdown, and Karen Gillette is our official bid ender right now, if at the end of that countdown you have the high bid, the item is yours. Nice and simple.
Bridget, at the end, we might bring that graphic back just to remind any new purchasers, so you might get another dose of it. We're going to get our money's worth for it.
She wants a PowerPoint for the recap.
All right.
Recap.
All right. You know what? In that case, we're going to do it. So in the meantime, let's get you over here, Sherry, and we'll start our recap. Thank you for the putting that in there, Karen. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have this at 16. This is a late 50s, early 60s teacher's edition of the book. It's generally in good shape. It got some sort of liquid on it. So a few of the pages have some marks at the bottom, but overall it's in pretty good shape. I'm not going to go through it as long as I did before, but it has amazing graphics, and it has really every holiday, because it's meant to be for a music teacher to go through the school year and every holiday and have a song. And I don't know, Shannon, if you saw the before, or you'll just be pleasantly surprised with all the graphics, but they're really fun. Really fun. I just want to find one page to show you the few pages that did get where there's damage. That's pretty much the worst of it, just so that you're not surprised. And the cover's in pretty good shape too. A little ding there because somebody used this, right?
It's a good patina. Gives it a good patina.
Yeah. Okay. So this goes to Shannon, right?
Shannon, yep. She's claiming it. Yep.
Thank you, Shannon.
And is that all that you had, Sherry?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, Bill.
I'm good, Jason.
None for Bill. All right. Mine's going to be an epic recap then. So I had salt and pepper shakers left. Let me unhighlight that. And let me highlight the recap again. So it's going to be $10 on my shakers if there's any interest on the little fish shakers. Overall good condition. This was your first set at $10. So if you're interested in these, you could have these for $10. These measure just about 2.5 inches tall. So but they're both about 2.5 inches tall. And that's just me rounding up or down. So there was that one. Then I had the other set. There seems to be some kind of a little glaze pop or a little boober. I can't say it's a chip because the piece is in there. So, and there is a rub mark here on the front of those. So if there's any interest on these blue ones, those blue ones, I'm doing a bad job of holding these. Let me hold these at the bottom here. So there you go. You can see, and they have an S and a P on the top. So if you're interested in those, they were $10 as well. So if you're interested, the first set, you'd have to put $10 A. So I would know what those were. And these would be $10 B if you're interested in those. I had 2 of the Pixie flower picks left. It was the couple that was in red and he's in white, $12. So if you're interested in those, just put Pixie 12 and you could have those. And then I also had the Viking Swan Bowl in the blue Neek. This is the medium size. It's not the largest or the smallest. This is the medium size. They come in 18. So if you're interested in that, just put Swan 18. And then I had the mermaid bell. So I had the mermaid bell. That was at 12. And if there's no interest in that, that was just there. And that's it. All right, Bill, I got you for the Pixies. Thank you so much. I had a feeling you might be interested in those. So I got you for the Pixies, Bill. Thank you so much. Let me highlight that. All right, gang, we'll get everybody back up here.
You have a claim on the bell.
Oh, all right. I got you, Robin, on the bell.
So adorable.
Oh,
yeah, oh my God.
Look at you.
That's what it's called. I didn't make that up, though.
No, it is.
And I
That's
think
all it
a
is.
cute,
Yeah,
that's on the tag, but I think from now on, a cute bell might have to be called that.
It is. While we have 100 of you in here with us, we first of all, of course, always want to thank our bid enders. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much, Karen Gillette, and thank you, Northwest Sunshine. Thank you guys so much. If you purchased from us, we're going to need some information from you. So please, we're going to need your YouTube screen name. We're going to need your real name. We're going to need your shipping address, and we're going to need your PayPal email. So Bridget, that one was for you. And we want to get our money's worth out of these graphics that we created. So gang, thank you for that. And that information, you're going to send it to our emails, which are right here below us on the screen. Also, while I have everybody's attention, please make sure you're following Sherry. All of the links to her Instagram and her whatnot are in the description of this video. Please give her a follow. She does a whatnot sale every single Wednesday. Also, please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill here on YouTube, also over on Instagram. Wouldn't hurt to follow him on whatnot too. And also, please follow me here on YouTube. You're here on my channel. Please give this a thumbs up. We're working hard over here. Please also follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to hit that 3,500. I'm trying to hit that milestone myself. So thank you, everybody. Without further ado, Sherry, I think I teased them when they're going to see you again, but what else are you doing? What else and how else can they find you?
Wednesday, noon Eastern on Whatnot. And then Wednesday evening, I have a static sale on Instagram. So that just means I have pictures up on my page of things that you can purchase.
All right.
That's nothing.
When can they find you, Bill?
Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern over on Instagram. I'll be doing a last chance Christmas sale with skeleton keys in the closet and vintage bulldog. And on Thursday, I have a really special day planned at 5 o'clock with my buddy Steph. The Kitsch Keepers will be continuing the collaboration that we started at the end of last year with John from Everyday Holiday Displays. And we will be unveiling the results of the challenge that we gave him to put a Kitschy display together for National Houseplant Appreciation Day. And at the same time, he'll be joining us for the sale.
That's awesome. All right. And me, I'll be back here on YouTube. It'll be on my channel this week on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Whoop, and we're ending with some bots. We'll just take care of those. So thank you. They're already taken care of. So Wednesday night here on my channel will be the Vintage Gents, myself and my other gent, David, Junk Drunk Mantiques. We'll be here at 8 p.m. Eastern. We each, I think, have 10 rounds of vintage for you. And don't forget, we have the quick claims. So it's always a good time to scoop up some bargain vintage. And then on Thursday night here on YouTube over on Sarah's channel, The Traveling Button, we have the Vintage Quartet. You guys asked for it. You want it. You love it. It's going to be date night. It makes my stress level go through the roof. So you'll have to join in and watch two couples.
That's why we watch it. We enjoy it.
Sling the vintage together. I will let Tina out of her whatever because they think I lock her up, but she'll be let loose to sell with me and along with Sarah and David on Sarah's channel. And always remember, Monday is fun days. Now, next week, they're taking off. But at 4 p.m. Eastern, we Are Vintage. They have a little talk show. They help you get through any of your woes or issues that you're having with your vintage. They're also going to start having a guest co-seller. So that's going to be fun. And then when you're done with them, you can take a little break and come over and hang out with us. And also, next Monday night, we will have the very lovely Rochelle with us, and we'll have Susie back with us. And then Sherry will be back with us in February. So, gang, with all that said, well-winded end for me. I'm going to let everybody go. Have a great night. Thank you as always. Take care now.
You.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night, everyone.